Hey, what's going on? This is Dan, and welcome to episode 100 of Heroes of Noise. Quick little intro that I wanted to record just to let you guys know that we really appreciate you guys coming along for the ride. It's crazy. We're excited, I guess you could say. We're a little proud of ourselves that we made it this far. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. We didn't know we were going to make it past episode 10 at one point. So it's really nice to be here. We want to thank everyone that came on to the show and talked with us. It was a great time. We wish we could have talked to more of you, and we're hoping that next year it's going to be even better than that. Episode 200 is not that far away. Next year? Okay. My math's off, but you know what I'm saying. Year and a half, something like that. We hope that we can meet with more of you guys and have an even longer show. So again, thanks to the guests. It was a fantastic time. And the other reason I wanted to pop in real quick is that I don't want you guys to tune out after the show's done. Don't hit stop, okay? If you go a little bit further past the intro, you're going to hear two songs from members of our Heroes of Noise podcast community. One from Johnny Bucks, and his band is called Jamie Johnson and the Lucky 13s. And then, of course, our man Jonathan Root, who's also another very talented musician in the community. We're just happy that you guys are here, and you guys give back to us all the time, constantly. So we just wanted to do a little something for you too and celebrate your music. So guys, stick around for that, okay? It's at the end of the show. Also, a little reminder, we are not going to have a show this coming week because I'm going to be at C2E2 hanging out with some great people from the Leftover Army. I finally get to meet a bunch of you guys, and I'm really excited about that. But I just wanted to let you guys know that so you're not sitting there waiting with bated breath, because I know it happens sometimes. You know what I mean? It's us. Just kidding. Let's get started, man. This is episode 100. You guys ready to do it? I am. All right, let's do it.
Hi, Steve and Dan. This is Jonathan Root.
And Cholo.
we were just called to congratulate you on your 100th episode. That's awesome. I want to thank you guys for all the shout outs you give my music. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the episodes you guys do every week. Your shows are awesome. They're hugely entertaining. They keep getting better and better. You guys are great at what you do. I greatly look forward to the 500th episode and the 1000th episode, and hopefully we will all be able to get together from the Heroes of Noise podcast community for one big party one day. Heroes of Noise Con. All right. Love you guys. Congratulations. Bye.
In these crazy times, the world just needs a hero to help cut through all the noise.
Well, now you have two.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to yet an amazing episode of your Heroes of Noise. Dan, why don't you tell us what makes it so special?
Hi, everyone. What's going on? My name is Dan. Welcome. Let me just say it real quick. Hold on. First of all, sir, please. Oh, cheers to you. We got a 100th episode bottle of champagne that we're rocking right now. Fine champagne. We're actually drinking out of very pretty mason jars because we're fancy as fuck like that. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 100 of Heroes of Noise, man. I cannot believe that we've gotten here. So, first up on the dais.
Oh, sniff.
You might know this person. I know Steve knows this person. I certainly know this person now, and she's become a bit of a figure into the show. So, without further ado, let us introduce our first guest, Angie Favaun. How are you? Welcome to the show.
I am absolutely fabulous, and I'm excited to be here. I've been waiting for this day.
Is this your first time ever podcasting?
Well, I did Steve's Triple Threat once.
Outside of that, I apologize. Like on another show.
Yes, something real.
Yes, outside of that, yes.
So mean. Something that matters, you mean? So cold-blooded. See how mean he is to me for no reason? Have you ever done anything that matters? Oh, well.
Outside of that, yes, this is my very first time. And I'm a little nervous, but excited at the same time.
All right, bye, Angie. It was nice talking to you. Thank you very much. I'm just playing. Hey, no, we love you, and thank you very much for coming on. Let's move along here. We'll get everyone introduced real quick, and then we're going to have ourselves one of them conversations. Yeah. Next up, I've known this woman for oh my God. Hey, Mr. Guest, say the year. What do you think? How many years? 35? 36?
I don't even know.
Dang, she came in
Yeah,
hot
that
now.
sounds about right.
Yeah, let's say 36 years. We're old, people. We have gotten old, and we're talking about it now. This is a friend of mine that I've known since I believe the 4th grade. Did you have Mrs. Harrison?
Fifth grade.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Jones was dope, too. He used to make me, I was like one of his favorites, and he would let me, we were like in a bungalow,
Yeah.
and we could see his car. He had an old brown Datsun from the street. We could see it
Yeah.
from the classroom, and he'd always send me out there to get him sodas and oranges.
Come on. Was he black?
He was black.
Mr. Jones.
Mr.
I
Jones.
knew.
He was dope. He was so cool. Every time I'd be talking, I'd be like, "Dog, Daniel," and that's
Really?
when I knew I had to shut up.
Did he really
If
say
he said
dog?
Daniel to me, I had to
Dog
shut
was
up.
back then?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the bumper sticker on his car?
No, please enlighten me. I probably do when you say it.
If you can read this, thank a teacher.
Oh, come on. That's adorable.
He's kind of blowing himself up a little bit, though. Don't you think he was flexing just a little bit?
Not really. I think it's true.
Really? I gotta
you
walk
know-
around going, "Hey, thank me. I gave you shows." I don't say shit like that.
But if your bones are healed, thank your MRI person.
I don't think. You know what? You're right.
Thank you.
We're all
Dan.
important in our own
Thank
way.
you.
That's
Lord
right.
have mercy, dude.
Well, Shannon, welcome to the show. How long have you been listening?
I started on 48.
Damn.
She knows the exact number. Now I want to.
I don't want to be messing with my maths
hold
at all, but I believe that is 52 is the number you're looking for.
Is it?
Yes, and I went back to the beginning and caught myself
Oh,
up.
never mind.
She caught up too.
I was
Awesome.
about to look at where you started and be like, let me see which one this is.
Steve got his shoe off, counting his toes and everything.
Then she's like, and then I started over.
All
Carry
right.
the one.
Speaking of teachers, there's another teacher with us right here. Now, I just met this person. Like, we've talked. You know, we've had conversations via the intranets and whatnot, but never really spoke to him until about a week ago. 2 weeks ago? It's been a very busy week because, you know, the whole C2E2 thing. However, we'll talk about that too because someone's now going to C2E2. He's a teacher. He's a fantastic guy. The man loves him some Steve Jobs movies. And let's talk about him. Mr. Paul Hart, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be on.
I was hoping that you were going to be one of the people that like did this because I had such a great conversation with you the other day that I feel like we should continue this. You know what I'm saying?
It was a blast. It was awesome. We both got a lot out of it, I believe. It was a lot of fun.
It's very cathartic, Steve.
What? Nice. What grades do you teach?
I teach K4, so 4-year-old kindergarten.
Did you break? What happened?
No, I'm thinking.
You got to stop this.
Who did I have in fourth grade? You do know you make a huge difference in people's life, Paul. My fourth grade was huge.
I appreciate that, Steve.
No, serious. Now, do they ever get on your nerve? Being real,
Oh, 100%.
and you stay.
On full moons, holiday, Valentine's Day parties, a 4-day week when we have like a Friday off. Oh, it gets... I feel like Arnie, where I just want to scream. It's not a tumor.
Go ahead, give us an Arnie scream. Go ahead, I want to hear it.
Growl is not the tumor.
That's actually really good. I expected to make fun of you, but I'm fairly impressed now. Never mind.
Yeah, no, I've had the honor of teaching all grades between K4 and 3rd grade, so it's been a fun ride.
That's really cool. Now, do you find it weird that we do the Valentine's things for 9-year-olds? Like, hey, who's your Valentine?
Oh, I don't know if we do that.
You were saying Valentine's parties.
Like, I'm passing notes to 4-year-olds. Hey, I think Deontay has this note. It says, "Do you like me? Yes, no, maybe. I think you should hit him up." Yeah, no.
This little dude's been checking you out all year. You got to make your move.
Paul, you must be older than I thought. I didn't know they still did the yes, no. How would you? I thought I was like, oh, he's not old enough to remember yes, no, maybe.
Oh, come on, man. Well, you act like I think you have your own time frame.
No, we did it years ago, bro. I thought that went out.
Well, Steve, I'm 79 years old.
Oh, I did not know.
He just looks really good for his age, bro.
Yeah, I got the whole Benjamin Button thing going on.
You look amazing.
Yeah, no, now it's just call me maybe. It's not yes, no, maybe. It's call me maybe.
I see what you did there, Paul. I see what you did.
You see it. You see me, Steve. You see me.
Paul, welcome to the show. We're going to move along. One more introduction, and then we'll really get down to business here. Now, this man, Steve,
Oh, man.
comes from the north. He's a fan of, I believe it's Strata. Is that right? Strata? Am I saying that correctly?
Strava. Pretty close there.
Strava. What's Strata? I think I just made some shit up. Maybe that's an Italian restaurant down the street. I think that's what it is. Or it's a bike or some shit. But anyway, Strava, I don't remember what it is. But this dude has been with us, I think, like almost since the beginning. So I want to turn it over to a guy from the is it the Great White North? Is that what it is up there? Am I making shit up?
Yeah, sure. Great White North works for me.
I should have really worked on my intros here, Steve. That's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to one of our longtime listeners, Mr. Adam Templeman. What's going on, dude?
Thank you very much. I'm doing pretty good. Stoked to be here, for sure.
Stoked to have you too, man. I've been waiting a long time to talk to you. I'd have to say you are probably one of our most witty posters or commenters or emailers or anything like that. So very nice to talk to you, sir.
Thank you very, very much. I try to be a little bit witty. Certainly try my best.
You certainly do.
You accomplished it, and we actually had a little bit of a go. If I do remember correctly, we talked about some pre-workout information.
Yeah. I have somewhat of a fitness addiction, you know?
Yeah, and you actually gave me some good advice. I was like, oh, cool. Did not know. Okay, cool. Done. Because I've been trying to tinker with my own pre-workout, and he kind of was like, well, do this, do that. It was cool.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
You got a fitness addiction?
No. No. I wish I did.
You into
but
fitness?
No, I am into fitness. Oh, Dan.
So you walked right into
No,
it.
go ahead. Why didn't you go ahead and finish it? Go ahead.
How about fitting these nuts in your
There
mouth?
we go. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I did not see
Thank you,
that.
everybody.
I did not know where you were going with it.
Oh, you're so easy. God damn it, it's great. You're such a little innocent angel. I love it.
am.
Such an innocent angel.
Angel.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this shit. We're on some champagne.
It's taking effect.
I've already had, no, not yet. This is only like this is half of a mason jar full of champagne.
Masson.
Yeah, this is we are drinking. How does it? It's a Cook's, I believe it's called Cook's Brut. The bottle costs $12.99.
It's
very
good.
fancy.
It's very good.
It's very
Thank
good.
you.
It's
I
going to do the
appreciate
trick. I got some OJ later, maybe. You're interested?
Oh, for sure.
All right, cool.
OJ and champagne.
Yes, get the fuck out of here. You never heard of this before?
Keep on moving because I have a feeling it's going to be real dumb.
For
That
real?
I
You've
did
never
not.
heard of this before?
Not really.
Can anyone please? You know what? Because I do this. This show's about you. You know what I'm saying? And I do this all the time. So can anyone please school this man on what orange juice and champagne is? Anyone, please.
Mimosa.
See how everyone knows? You see how
I've
everyone
never
knows?
had one.
Seriously?
I've never had a mimosa.
This is a little bit fucked up. I was kidding about the orange juice because I didn't think that you were going to actually buy it into it. So I don't have orange juice for you. However,
why would you even say
However,
that?
it's okay. I can send the boy to go get orange juice.
Don't send the boy. He's recovering.
He's fine. He's fine. It's good for you.
He's going to be like, here's your orange.
Puts hair on your chest. He's 21. I'll share with him.
Oh.
All right. So, we'll be coming about some mimosas. Maybe like round 2, we'll do mimosas.
Let's
all right?
handle it.
Right now, it's just champagne.
Mimosas, huh?
Yeah. Steve, open up the conversation, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, first of all, let's start off with Favaun. Favaun, how is life in Southern California? Yay.
Life is actually really good. Today it started raining a little bit, but then the sun came out. I'm happy. I don't like cold. I like warm and I like sun. So everything is good.
So Shannon, how is life on your neck of the woods? In your neck of the woods? As far as you are from us, who knows where you
It's
are?
probably like 6 miles.
You're not supposed to tell people where she's at.
I don't even think I'm that far from you.
Give me some streets.
Sean Van Ness.
Oh, snap, dude. She's right down the street. I could throw a rock and hit her house.
She's far.
Yeah.
You can come over and record with us, Shannon, but we're both here naked right now, just so you know.
Both of us, huh?
Yeah, I'll pass on that,
Yes,
but
sir.
thanks.
Thank you. I get to bask in this on myself.
How are you doing in this wonderful Fresno this afternoon, Shannon?
I am doing pretty good. I am very excited to be here.
Everyone's fairly excited. Now we're going to go to Paul. Paul,
You're just gonna keep doing one question at a time?
I'm going to do one question. Paul,
You ever
in the-
podcasted before, bro?
in the city you're in, how are you doing, brother?
I would like to phone a friend, please. I'd like to use a life. No, it's pretty great here in Milwaukee. Yesterday it was a brisk 9 degrees, and today it is shorts weather. It is 35 degrees.
Milwaukee?
We come from the streets of Milwaukee.
35 degrees right now.
Milwaukee.
So let me ask you, Paul.
Yeah, it's like a heat wave, man. It's awesome.
So you're used to like super cold because I'm freaking out. We're all going to be in Chicago next week, and I looked, and it was like a low of 17, and that's
awesome,
and
man.
that's awesome. He says,
Oh my god.
That's like hooded sweatshirt weather.
"Fuck, I'm gonna die, Steve."
That's
I'll
hooded
cuddle you.
sweatshirt. That doesn't sound better.
I'm a pretty
I'll
small.
be your cuddle buddy.
I'm a pretty small guy. You could cuddle me really well, man, and be like one of those. I'm kind of like the equivalent of a like a Cabbage Patch baby. Or
Dan,
something
you're
like
not
that.
a small guy. I don't know why you keep telling people that.
But I just want to nuzzle. No, oh, look at him. You can't see him because you don't have your computer today. But he's hey, look at this guy. Nice big red beard. Come over here real quick and take a look at this dude. Look at this smile on his face. We're not looking at actual Paul. We're just looking at his snapshot. Right?
Look
at
at
that
this guy.
Don't you just want to cuddle
Look
with
at
him?
this handsome fella.
God damn it.
That's
Oh
quite
my
a beard
God.
you got there, fella.
I'm going to take you up on that, Paul. I get real handsy when I'm drunk. So next week, buddy.
I'll just put you. I'll just pick you up like you're my little Joey.
Are you strong like that, Paul?
Finger.
Are you strong like that?
Yeah, kind of. I'm not into fitness. I'm into fitting this pizza in my mouth, but I
see what you did. I
did?
see this. Apparently, I'm the only one that didn't know that whole situation.
So
Fitness.
innocent.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, my 4-year-old son has a Ninja Turtle shirt with a turtle eating pizza, and it says, "I'm into fitness, fitting this pizza in my mouth." So that's
For real? They have a shirt like
that's
that?
pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't say that anymore if little kids have that, dude.
Yes, you can.
You know what? I can because they fucking got into our business.
You said fitness first,
That's
and they were
true.
just like, "Let's be nice."
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
no, there's
true.
no question.
No problem.
All right, Adam, I'm about to switch up the topic on you.
He's gonna be like, Adam, how are you today?
Nope. What is your favorite hip hop song of all time?
There it is. Now we're getting somewhere.
Favorite hip hop song of all time.
Uh-huh.
If we're going modern, I'm gonna have to go "Brother," "Watchin'" by Shad. Huge fan of that song.
Okay.
Going a little bit older, probably something by Cunning Linguists or Master Ace. I'm thinking Seasons, Cunning Linguist, and Master Ace.
Okay?
Big fan of that.
How
one.
old are you, Adam?
I am 30.
And you know Master Ace.
Oh yeah.
Look
Yeah,
at this
no,
guy,
I have,
Cunning Linguist. What?
I have
I'm a fan of that too.
musical tastes that range a little bit strange. You know, I go all over the place and like to think of myself as a little bit of a hip hop connoisseur.
Is that okay? Oh, if you're a hip hop connoisseur, can you name a song from Common?
Oh, come on.
From
By Common.
Jesus.
Common.
Do I stump you?
Can I get $1? That's common, eh?
Can I get $1? Is that the exact name of the song? It might be. Can I get $1? That's it. I
think that might be the album.
Look at this guy. You are a hip hop connoisseur.
Let me ask you seriously, like a serious question. Where does Common really? Because I'm not into Common.
Uh-oh.
But where does he fall in the hierarchy?
Well, the thing is, Common got popular because I Used to Love Her. That was the big thing he did, and he just stayed on the scene. In my opinion, he just stayed after that. He hasn't been like, Common! He just stayed. He chilled in the house.
Now he just does action movies and stuff.
Or acts like Common in every movie.
Hey, listen, President of the United States. We got a missile coming at us right now. And I just need you to know that I'm about as anxious as I ever been in my life.
I like that. That's a good comment, dude.
Thank you.
That's not bad.
I'm working on it.
I like that.
I think Common came up with the Soul Aquarians, didn't he?
See,
He's part of that collective.
He did end up being part of that collective when, like with Questlove and D'Angelo and all them cats. He was a weirdo already, but he got really weird after he dated Erykah Badu. That's when he just left the stratosphere.
She'll do it to you.
She seems so normal, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you hear about her candles, G?
No.
She sold her vagina-scented candles, and it sold out in an hour.
I thought that's Gwyneth Paltrow.
Wrong again.
No, it's not.
Wrong again.
So she did it too.
Sure. Gwyneth Paltrow didn't really do it. It was a lie. It was a fake thing. Erykah Badu really did it.
No, they sold candles that sold out for like $75,000.
But it wasn't really her vagina smell.
Hold up.
No.
Now, are you saying it was like it was essence of Erykah?
Yes.
Not just a candle that says, "Hey, this smells like my vagina."
No.
That's the name of the candle, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah, this smells like my vagina. I'm like, no, it doesn't. I bought like 3.
Erykah
It does
vagina?
not. Yeah.
No. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, does anyone have any? We should have Kevin on right now because Kevin knows about chemicals. How does that happen?
I think you just make it smell like something and just lie and say it smells.
Let's stop there. You know what I'm saying? Let's not go down this road. We got ladies with us right now, man.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, she did that thing. She's different.
Yeah, you think?
She's very different. All right, Shannon, what's your favorite hip hop song of all time?
Really, I have to pick one?
Uno.
Okay, now listen, Shannon. You talk a lot again about hip hop. I'm gonna call your ass out right now. You need to have one. You should have just went like, "Oh, this one, boom, that's it."
Do you think I don't know?
Oh,
a challenge. No, I don't actually. I think you don't. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I think you do. You strike me as pretty knowledgeable with this shit. I follow. I know.
I bet you I could guess it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go old school, Harder Than You Think by Public Enemy.
That's a good song. That is a quality song.
Were you always listening to hip hop, like in high school and stuff?
You know what? I listened to Run DMC and LL Cool J in high school. I wasn't in the NWA and all that until I was way older.
Run DMC is solid.
Yeah, I mean, it's tricky.
I wanted. Oh my God, Dan.
I'm sorry.
Dan.
Hey, man, I need more champagne.
Dan. Holy God. But I didn't really get into Run DMC. I was one of the terrible people. One time they came to Selland Arena, and it was them. It was Naughty by Nature. It was like one of those summer jams at Selland Arena. And they got mad at people leaving when they were doing their show, their part. And I was one of the people vacating the premises. I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to hear Run DMC.
You're like, hey, this rhyme is my recital.
The groomsmen at my wedding walked down the aisle in Adidas, and they were wearing the Adidas.
That's sick. I like that.
It was awesome.
Well, actually, when you go, because I was in a wedding not too long ago, right? And now they're actually doing stuff like that in tuck shops. Like you can get Converse that go with your nice tuxedo. So they were ahead of their time, actually, man. You can have some Chucks that look really nice.
I wore Chucks under my wedding dress.
That's hardcore. That's some Ready or Not kind of shit right there.
Like how long ago how long you been married, Shannon?
Let me guess.
8 years.
8 years, bro.
Oh, well, 8 years ago that makes sense. If you would have done it like 20 years ago, I'd have been like, she might want to go ahead and put that stamp and say I started this whole thing.
That's true.
Because I never saw people do
late bloomer, total late bloomer,
which is fine. Like I didn't get into Run DMC until later on in life, and I still was just like, like I'm not really.
Honestly, like when and I'm not hating, okay? But because I've seen Run DMC a bunch of times.
Okay.
So I'm not hating on him, but when you look at it now, it's very simplistic.
They were simplistic after Rakim. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like they still did the hit it,
Yeah.
When Rakim was like, I said like when he was ripping, they were still like, we have a rap too. I said I'm like, oh gee.
Now, did anybody happen to see them on the Grammys when they came out and did Walk This Way with Aerosmith? No.
Okay. I missed it.
It's okay. You didn't miss anything. It's what did you think?
It was all right. I mean, I wasn't impressed. It didn't wow me. I mean, it took me back.
Yes.
But I wasn't impressed by this performance.
Well, Favaun went to school with a very famous rapper, though.
Who'd you go to school with?
Who?
She said who?
No, she didn't. Snoop.
You went to school with Snoop?
Yes.
Now, did you know him? Like, was he just Calvin when you knew him or what?
Okay. So this is the thing. Snoop and I had one class together, and I am and was then a big nerd. And Snoop got on my nerves because he didn't want to do no work. And I was just so upset.
Classic Snoop.
Silly Snoop.
He was, he always rapped at different school things, school events and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to be a rapper. Yeah, right. Whatever.
She's like, wrong.
Scrub.
Wrong.
That's pretty cool, man.
That's really dope. Yeah. Now, also, if I'm not mistaken, my cousin, your daughter, went to school with another super popular rapper.
Ooh, who?
Tyler, the Creator.
Oh, that's a big one these days.
Yeah, that's a big one now.
My daughter would freak out if she heard that shit.
Yeah, she went to school with Homeboy.
He's blowing up right now, too. And I feel old because I don't really know any of his stuff.
Okay, here's the thing. Have you listened to his music?
Little bit.
I get it. I get why he's so, just like I listen to Billie Eilish, I get why she's so popular.
Yeah.
Mind you, the more I hear that song, the more I realize it was just a shock since I was like, oh, she doesn't look talented at all. And then she turned out to be a little talented and I was like, hey! But now that I listen to the song, I'm like, it's fine.
So is that a backhanded compliment?
Yes.
Okay.
Much. And Tyler, though, is legitimately talented.
Okay, let's go around the board on this one here. Billie Eilish. Does she have longevity? Let's go with Adam. Yes or no?
I think in terms of songwriting talent, her and her brother both have a lot of longevity. Not a huge fan of her voice, but I think she's good. Lady Gaga, you definitely didn't think she was gonna turn into what she did, and now she's just a machine.
Hey, and that's the thing too. It's like what is she, 18 years old right now? Like she hasn't even found herself yet. She thinks she found herself.
Exactly.
You know how that is when you like 18. There's nothing you can teach me at 18, right?
Yeah.
So who knows where the hell she's gonna.
Well, see, the thing is, I have a feeling like with this, before she was making music not to impress anyone.
Yeah.
Now that she's in the spotlight, I'm wondering if that changes and it changes her songwriting. Because now she has to kind of keep up with where, before she was just writing whatever sounds good.
Yeah.
Now she has people being like, no, you have to.
Well, she's got her brother Finn, I think, that does all the songwriting, if I'm not mistaken.
Is his name Finn? Jay?
Yes, it is.
I'm done.
Phineas.
Phineas. It's Phineas.
Oh,
come
I'm
on. Phineas
done.
is a dope-ass name.
It's good for a jazz artist. Not for some dude making beats in his bedroom.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he makes jazz too, Steve. I think
I
you're
don't
being a little
believe it.
close-minded
I
right
am
now.
for sure.
Paul,
Whoa.
Paul, you listen.
Jazz.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Jazz Phineas is the PH Phineas. This is an F thing.
Ooh.
Oh, he just called me out on Phineas Newborn, I have a feeling. Yes, it is a PH. Well done.
You know, we got to get Adam onto the music conversation
Well
sometimes,
done.
man.
Phineas Newborn.
Paul, what do you think? What do you think about Billie Eilish?
Well, she's a James Bond girl now, right? Like her
Doing the
song
song,
is the
yeah.
theme, but besides that, I know she didn't want to win any Grammys, but I think she can make it. I love green hair.
Do you really? Is it green or is it like a?
So it's green currently, I think.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's kind of like the dark roots with the green.
I did
long
not know
green.
that.
Yeah, I think she's talented. I got to be honest with you. I don't know if she's going to change the world, but I think that she's young enough to where like anything's possible. Like seriously, like she's at that like a fucking choose your own adventure thing right now for her. Really, she just has to have the right guidance, keep writing good music, and I think that she could do it. Dude.
She can do some things, but in the crew of singers, she is on the low end.
Well, you know, there's all that low stuff that she does.
Yeah, she's on the low end of people. And the thing is, she can actually sing, but she's on the low end of women that can sing in the industry. She's not on the high end. Like, I think Rihanna sings better than she does.
Oh yeah, I would have to say so.
You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, I can see why she was like the artist du jour.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Yeah. Because the thing is, it's like she has no. Oh, I'm not going to say that.
Come on now, be nice.
She does have a thing, but it's almost like you can plaster whatever you want her to be onto her.
You know why I like her is that I think that she respects herself enough, and I think most people know this, so it's not like I'm been following her a bunch or anything. But I think it's kind of cool that she decides to like not sexualize herself and just go straight off of her art. As opposed now, again, now she's 18, so let's see what happens and let's see how much the music companies get their fucking meat hooks into her or whatever. But I think she's got a good head on her shoulders that way.
So do I. And now people, has Taylor Swift sexualized herself, or is she still kind of being like, just go off my singing ability? I don't know. I knew before she was really just covered and kind of just performing.
I have my answer, but since we skipped, Shannon, what do you think? What do you think? You think Taylor Swift sexualizes herself?
I can't stand that woman.
That's not what I asked now, Shannon. That is not what I asked. You'll have to leave your bias at the door.
What I say by I can't stand her. Yes, I think she does.
That's fair. Okay. Everybody else?
I'm gonna have to go with Shannon. I can't stand her, so I don't even know what she's doing these days.
Really? The Taylor Swift hate?
Would you say you have bad blood?
Damn.
I know. I'm fucking terrible today.
But yet that was actually clever. I thought she was really covered up.
No, dude, no. Matter of fact, you know what I will say? There is a pretty good documentary on Netflix right now. Gary's watching it, and it's pretty interesting. But if you like music documentaries, then you can pretty much watch anything. I think this one's totally worth a watch.
Really?
Yeah, but I haven't watched it enough to give it a grade or anything like that. But I would say, I'm thinking it's at least in the neighborhood of 3.5 to 4 as far as a documentary goes.
I want to play a game.
Let's do it.
Right.
Not for me though, right?
Yeah, for you too.
But
I'm out of it.
Okay, well, tell you what. Let's play it for
everybody. You can come in.
We have these good people on here.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go down the line. What was the line of the calls?
Okay, so let's go here. Yeah, let's do that. That way no one's, we have an order here. Let's go with Paul, and then Adam, and then Favaun, and then Shannon. All right?
We're going to start this easy. Okay?
Oh, jeez.
Since we all have music.
I feel so pressured.
We all have musical. We all love music, right? And I'm not going to even keep it far. But what we're going to do is this. Is everyone here a George Michael fan?
Yeah.
Jitterbug.
Okay. We're going to go down the line, and whoever is the last one not to be able to name a song is out of the game. And who's ever the last final person wins.
And put your fucking phones down. That's not.
I didn't even think about it.
See, you got me. You'd be like, wow, these are really smart people.
That's what I would have thought.
Yeah. No shenanigans.
Oh, come on.
I think Paul's going to be out on first round. That's just
All
my
right,
guess.
starting with
Clarification question.
yes.
Yes.
Is it just George Michael or can we do Wham?
You can do Wham.
Okay, so anything George Michael related.
Can't be Wham's first album.
Can it be We Are the World?
No.
Okay.
Was he in We Are
I mean,
the
I'm
World?
sorry, it wasn't. That was a trick
What? Wait.
question. Do they
Why
know it's
can't we
Christmas?
do Wham's first album?
Because I don't have my phone. And
Okay, hold on.
you
I'll
can?
pull it up. Yes, I can be the judge.
Because I don't want to cheat.
Yeah. This isn't for me. I don't want to play this. This is for the guests.
Because, I know why Dan doesn't want to play this.
No, we just have an hour to talk to these people, and I want
I like
to
how
hear
you're
what
almost
they
out of
say.
breath. Talking to these people.
I'm starting to sound like Bernie Mac and shit.
Talking to these people.
Singing the shit. I don't give a fuck.
I was like, Lord have mercy.
Hello, got possessed by the ghost of Bernie Mac.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting with Favaun.
Oh, is that the order that
No,
Dan
I
see?
said?
thought it was Paul.
Oh, it's Paul.
I'll steer.
Thank you. Go.
Steve came in. We started recording at 2. Steve came in at 1:57.
I
Let's
really
do this.
did. Because I died, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Real quick.
No, we'll go for it. We'll go for it.
We got to talk about this.
Okay, before we start the game.
This is a good story, I promise.
It's a great story. Favaun's going to love this. I got a text. Well, people started calling me on my phone, like one after the other. Dan knows that I could look at my phone and be like, I'm doing something. I'll hit him back later. And then someone texted me and we're like, we heard you died. I was like, oh, this just got interesting. And then my mom calls and Portia calls.
Were they crying?
No, mom was just like, hello, dear son. I said, hello, mom. And Favaun knows that's exactly what she said. She's like, hi, dear son. So you might want to tell a lot of people that you're alive because Fresno County sent a letter to people saying, hey, it is our regret to inform you that Steve Hudson has died on this day, like the 11th of January. So everyone's calling me, texting me. Oh my gosh, we're so sorry to hear it. And I'm like, dude, people legit think I'm dead. And then they showed me the picture, which I showed Dan. It's a legit looking photo of me having died.
Wait. You didn't show me
Of the letter.
Oh, not a photo.
No, it's a photo of the letter.
I'm like, you need to break that
it's
out right
the
now.
letterhead.
It's just you dead.
I know. Ugh. But no. So yeah, everyone, I had to do a bunch of texting before I got here and call like 20 people saying, I'm alive. Everybody chill. So that was fun this morning. That's all.
Well, that was a lovely story, Steve.
I know what happens if people pass.
That's what happens on podcasts.
My jaw is dropped. But
Yeah.
first, did you say people were texting you
Yes.
saying that they were sorry that you died?
They were texting me being like, I guess they assumed that my mom would have my phone. We miss you.
Wow.
We miss you. Sorry that this happened. And some of them were for numbers. I don't even know what the numbers were. I was like, I don't even have you on my phone anymore. So I'm like, how many people heard about this?
That's
I know it
crazy.
was on Facebook. Someone was messaging people in Facebook being like, did you hear about Steve?
How come when you told your story, you're like, yeah, so that's my story? And it's like,
I think it's just a shocking.
just crickets.
It's just like, wow, he thought he was dead. I didn't think I was.
yeah, thanks late fucking sound effect, you piece of shit. Jesus.
Was it a legit letter from the county?
It looks like it.
Weird.
It's very strange. And they sent it to my ex-wife's parents.
Double
Shut
weird.
I said, and Dad
That's the
made a.
logical person to send it to.
Of
Right.
course, yes. Be like, hey, do you know that bodega you stopped by to get sandwiches from? Send it to the owner. They're like, oh, he died, did he? That's sad. I think I remember that customer. Terrible. Okay, now back to the game. So, Favaun, you may, or nope. Who's first, Dan?
First up is Paul Hart.
Paul,
Me.
don't do some bull crap now. Don't do some bull crap.
He's got the first
Am I known
answer.
as the bull crap
You know, this is the time you want to choose the easiest one. You know what I mean?
No, for me, choose the easiest one.
All right, so I just have to name a George Michael song
That's it.
or his
Or-
best beats
Or Wham.
or when. Okay, well, I
Wham,
think
wham.
I think George Michael's best beat happened in that bathroom stall that one day when he was caught by a cop.
Look what you started, Dan.
What did I do?
Because you started the nastiness, and now we have everyone
No,
joining
I
in.
didn't start the
You did
nastiness.
start it.
I fucking am the nastiness.
Oh, see?
No,
Rubbing your nose,
Dan,
you okay?
Dan merely adopted the nastiness. I was born into it.
With the Bane quote.
Notice me, Senpai.
There we go.
With the the
Steve,
Bane
I'm giving you a
quote.
high five. I'm giving you a high five.
The nastiness rises.
I was born.
You merely adopted it.
I was
Born
in the
into it,
dark.
bred by it.
That was such a great quote. I was like, that is a scary person there.
Paul came swinging right there.
I love that.
I like that.
I say that to my students, and they're like, "Oh, I don't feel good." I'm like, you merely adopted the sickness. I was born. Like, and they just look at me like I'm fucking nuts.
They're like, yeah, can I go home?
Yeah.
After whatever you're doing right now, can I just go home?
All right, Paul, what's your song?
Because I just watched Deadpool the other day. It is "Careless Whisper."
Nice. He's in it.
Okay.
All right, next up, Adam.
Well, speaking of bringing it over to the dirty side, I guess I Want Your Sex.
Yeah. All right. He's in.
Yeah.
Nice.
A little bit of that.
I love that song.
I'm slipping, by the way, man. Okay, let's do this again. So I'm going to give him one of these. This fucking... You know what? Fuck this thing. Guys, seriously, I depend on this damn soundboard, and it's been fucking up, so I'm just done. I'm just done today.
Okay.
All right, let's move along, because now I'm mad. Favaun.
I really wanted to say "Careless Whisper" because I know that song by heart. I know all the lyrics of that song. But
world.
somebody took it first. So I'm going to go with Father Figure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a solid choice.
That's a nice one. That's a sexy song, too. Is it weird that it's sexy?
I'll be your father figure.
I'm not talking about the lyrics.
That is weird.
The feel of the song. I'm serious when I say that. It's a sexy song, but it's not a sexy lyric song.
It is a sexy
It's a
lyric
sexy
song.
lyric song to some, I'm sure.
No, it's for he's supposed to be like what they
I'm
want
gonna
is a
be-
father figure.
I'm gonna be your father figure. Get off me, Paul. You're
Get
crushing
your
my
tiny
smokes.
Michael wants to
Dude.
be your daddy.
Put your tiny hand in mine. That is creepy.
Baby, you're prettier as a beer.
Tiny hand. Huh.
Uh-huh.
We need to rethink this whole thing.
Yeah, uh-huh. Nice. Great, Favaun. Thanks for that. All right.
Sorry.
Shannon, what do you got?
Freedom.
Oh,
easy.
That's a good song.
You know they're Googling. She's not Googling.
Shannon ain't good.
No
So
way
we just
am I
keep going?
Googling.
Yep.
Okay, but if this goes too long, I'm going to cut it short.
We're going to put it into a time frame.
All right. Paul, you up?
What's Yep.
He said, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You got another one? You got another George Michael reference or song, rather?
Just Faith.
It'll count.
That's a good one, too.
All right.
Oh, they're running out.
Adam, you're up.
It's coming to crunch time.
It's a duet, but didn't he do "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me" with Elton John? Or
He did. He
Yeah,
did.
but that's not a George Michael song.
No.
I didn't say
I
a
count
song
it.
that
Hold
George
on.
He
Michael...
performed in that.
No, because otherwise then we could just put, we could do a Stevie Wonder song he redid.
I'm going to count it.
Why are we going to count that when he didn't even write or...
We because at the ground rules were reference or anything that he's done reference.
So we could just use Stevie Wonder songs that he's redone.
"Mother's Pride"?
I don't even know.
Suck on it, Steve.
You should have seen Dan's face. He was like... he had the most vindicated look ever.
Yeah, he's prepared. Favaun, you're up.
Wake me up before you go.
Oh, come on.
Judges, what do you think? You're the judge, Steve.
I don't think that counts, Favaun,
Oh, this is Jeopardy rules now.
because it's before you go.
Tell me why.
Wake
No,
you
we go. No.
Complete title.
Does anyone
Tell
else
me
want?
why.
Let's see. Shannon, you're up. You want to take that? You want to take that? You want to intercept that?
Wake me up before you go.
Go.
So close, Favaun. I'm so sorry. You've been eliminated.
I'm
Paul-
going to punch you guys the next time I
Hey!
Hey, we got minimal time here. We got to start eliminating people. Paul,
All right.
see you.
you're up.
Fine.
Somebody to Love.
Uh-oh. Did that go too quick?
No, Queen. That's a Queen song.
It's Queen featuring George Michael.
It
Thank
was
you very
never
much,
featuring
Steven.
George Michael. He redid the song.
Oh, but he did it, though.
That means we could just
He
start.
performed in
He
it.
performed it.
But he didn't until it was for a Queen, like a memorial thing.
Okay, so then stop right here. Do we not count that?
No,
And no more covers?
no more covers.
Okay, fair enough. Then that means I got to get Favaun back in the game then.
Why?
Because we're making up fucking rules as we're going. That's why.
The cover thing is an obvious one.
Hello.
Steve is just spinning the wheel. That's a George Michael song.
That
I'm
is
back in it.
That is not true. Damn, what are you doing? I might be the worst host ever. Be like,
that
doesn't count.
You would argue
Next.
with everyone.
Which is true. What is
or like
this?
Steve Harvey with the Miss Universe results over here.
You know what? You're not lying. or homeboy with the Moonlight / other result in the Oscars.
Steve, you're coming hard as a judge, as a host. I mean, you're coming kind of hard.
You like that?
I'm just saying, man.
All right.
Filthy man.
Yes.
All I'm saying is, like, you're a little extreme.
Dan.
So, okay, so,
Dan?
all right. So no more covers?
No more covers.
All right, no more covers. All right, so, okay. But we're going to count everything that's been said so far. But it's a clean slate. It is.
Dan's the nicest
These people are like, we fucking called in for this? All right, let's see. I think Adam's up.
Go for
it. Jesus to a Child.
I love that song.
I'm completely out now.
Jesus to a Child is great.
Never heard
now now it's getting to the point.
Yeah, we're getting
there.
I think there's still a few.
Yeah,
there's one that they haven't said, and that's my go-to. But anyway, we'll go there. Let's see. Shannon. No. Sorry. Favaun's back again.
Oh, I'm back. Did someone already say every time you go away?
Ooh.
I don't think
judges.
I don't think
I know the person who sings that song because he lives next door to me. No, I know the artist.
Oh, gee, I really believed you.
It's Paul Young.
It is George Michael.
Now,
Young.
did he do Every Time You Go Away? Did George Michael do it?
No.
George Michael do it?
Anyone heard this song?
That's not George Michael.
It's Paul Young.
It's Paul Young. Favaun, I'm sorry. We gave you a freebie, but oh, you're out. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to cry.
All right, Shannon, you're up. Shannon's just going to mop this. We know this, right?
No, I don't know.
Let's just give it to her.
Lucky that I didn't get in this straight crazy looking joint.
All right. Go ahead, Shannon.
Wham rap.
Oh, damn, she's been shitty songs, too. But nonetheless, it is correct.
Okay, everyone should be scared now.
My name's George Michael, and I'm here to say I did not sing Every Time You Go Away.
Oh, Dan. Dan. That's very Run DMC of you.
I was trying to keep it all in theme, you know what I mean? All right, so Paul, you're back up. We got two more.
Was Freedom said?
Yep. And
Paul is out.
Bye, Paul.
Paul is out. I think he did it on purpose, but I appreciate it, Paul. Getting me the fuck out of this game. All right.
Go to hell, Steve.
See, Steve, I told you he was nice.
I just called to say I love you, right? It's a song, right? He did it.
Thriller. All right. Adam, you're up. It's between Adam and Shannon now.
He said Thriller.
That's all I got in my George Michael arsenal. I'm sorry.
Shannon got it.
That's it? All right. Shannon, there you go. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Shannon.
You win absolutely nothing today.
You know what? You only won. Let me tell you something. We're going to do this again with just you and I, Shannon, and Dan will pick the artist. And I'll go ahead and mop the floor.
Oh, it's on.
I can't wait.
And I'll have rules. I'll have actual rules,
Have rules. And I don't want to make you feel bad because I am going to destroy. It's not going to be close.
You came, seriously.
I'm going to wipe the floor with you.
Oh.
I can't wait. Please, I need my floor cleaned.
Jesus Christ. Calm down, everyone.
And,
and
Dan and Steve, I hope you guys are better prepared next time because this was just all a sham. That's what I think.
I'm sorry. Did you hear something? I thought I heard something, but it sounded like the souls of the eliminated.
I actually thought more stuff from Faith was going to come out, and it did not.
All right, listen. It sucks because I want to do like a 9-hour show with everyone here right now. But, we are going to start winding down here shortly. So I did want to ask a question, all right? You called in for a reason. I'm glad you called in. Thank you for calling in. But, like, how can I put this? Why do you listen to us, I guess is what I'm trying to say. like what the fuck is it about this show that you guys find interesting? Because I'm very curious about that.
You guys make me laugh hard all the time. Because your conversations are so real and so funny, and you don't care if you say something that's wrong. You just throw it out to the audience and be like, hey, fact check us if we're wrong. And you don't even care if you are. You just like to talk, and I like to listen to that. And you guys are fountains of knowledge.
Thank you.
Wow. I said no compliments, Shannon.
I love that. And
No,
especially,
Well, I don't always follow the rules, Dan.
I know. I'm just kidding with you. Yeah. No, I feel like I asked this question in a weird way, but I'm curious because it's like, for instance, you, Shannon, we've only had outside of our, 35 years of knowing each other, but quite honestly, we don't really talk that often and have recently come into contact again with this show. So it does make me wonder sometimes why people listen. Like, I don't think that we're like a shit show by any means, Steve, or anything like that. But I'm just curious. It's like, because we're a little on the chaotic side sometimes. And I wonder if does that bug you guys that we're chaotic? I do want to ask you that. Does that bug you that we're kind of chaotic? Like, would you prefer, I'm not saying that I'm going to do what you're asking, of course. So I don't need suggestions. You can fuck off with those. But what I'm saying is, are you good with like, because we started off kind of like a pop culture show where we were talking about a lot of movies, and we do talk about movies and stuff, but do you like the music thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm curious what you guys think about that. Do you prefer a pop culture show? What do you like?
I like everything. I like the music. I like the movies, but I like it when you two just talk about life.
That's real. I like that. That's
a good answer.
I love it. What were you going to say, Adam?
Yeah. I like everything, and I have a sneaking suspicion that you couldn't rein in the chaos on Steve even if you wanted to.
Hey,
bro, you are not kidding around about that,
Mister. Don't let the sun go down.
I didn't say it was a bad thing. I mean, I love the chaos. That's a key component of why I listen to you guys.
I appreciate it, bro. We appreciate every listener. Now, there's other people about to answer the question, so I'll wait.
Let's see. I guess Paul's up.
Yeah, no. I mean, you guys feel like you're part of my family, Dave and Stanley. I mean, Dan and Steve. Sorry.
Dave and Stanley.
Boom.
Look at that. Drop the mic.
Oh, Jesus. Where was I here? There you go, buddy. There you go.
There you go.
I love it.
No. As someone who just... my job is to make sure kids don't eat glue, and I feel like my life is chaos. You guys have a controlled chaos, but like, I don't know, man. It's just when everything feels like shit, you just turn on the newest episode, and it's almost like the feeling of a movie. You just kind of forget everything that's going on because you get so immersed into what you guys are talking about. And I love how it's like it's kind of like a pinball. And I mean that in the nicest way. Like a pinball just keeps ding, 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 ding. You're just going all over the place. And everywhere you go, there's always some kind of backstory to it. There's some relation to it. And you guys just feel like I've always felt like I'm in the room with you guys when you're recording. So it's always to pick me up when shit just isn't going good. So.
Well, I appreciate that, dude.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So like to summarize it, I fucking hate the show.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. I thought that's where you're going with it.
I wish, like I said, that we could do like a 4-hour show with you guys, and we do have a little bit of time left. But I do want to say, like from the bottom of my heart, that we have, you people here, and you're actually listening to us talk directly to you. I want to tell you that all of your participation means the world to us. Like, I don't want to make it all cheesy or anything like that, but honestly, we just started off as a show where we were just talking about Preacher, and then it kind of sort of spiraled out from there. You know what I mean? And it's been a fucking hell of a ride. There's going to be another 100, easily another 100 in us. We got that shit like no problem whatsoever.
Next question.
But thank you guys very much for being like, seriously.
Hello. I didn't get to answer the question, Dan.
I know.
Ooh, she's on you now, bro.
I was about to say, I'm going to save the best for last, but you have been eliminated. So no, I'm just kidding. No, I know. No, honestly, I'm sorry, Favaun. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but honestly, I do want to say real quick that it does mean like the people that are on here right now are some of our biggest supporters, and everyone that's going to be on this show today are our biggest supporters. So just thank you so much for coming on, and I really didn't mean to interrupt you, Favaun. Please go for it.
No, it's quite all right. I don't want anyone to think that I'm biased just because Steve is my nephew. I literally love this show. When I first listened to it, first of all, this is the very first podcast I ever listened to ever.
And there it is.
This podcast turned me on to other podcasts, and I love the chaos, except when I get eliminated because of the chaos. But I love the chaos. I love the pop culture. You guys are really knowledgeable when you guys are talking about things that you know about. You guys are really funny when you're talking about things that you don't know about.
It's often.
The show is entertaining, and I love it. I wait for it every week.
Yay!
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Favaun.
You guys are all the freaking best, and I honestly mean this. I want each and every one of you to have your own show with us where we're just like, we can actually really get to know you and talk about certain things. And I'm sorry that it's such a short amount of time, but any last words, Steve, before we let these wonderful people go?
We love y'all so very, 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 very much. I had a freaking blast. This was an excellent, again, just like Dan said, I wish I could have just sat here and made some more amazing quizzes for each one of you. And
so modest.
And you know what I'm saying? I try to do my best. And then I'm going to, like I said, I wish I could have talked to you guys for 5, 6, 7 hours. It would have been wonderful. We love y'all.
Yeah, for sure. Guys, thank you so much for calling in. We'll be talking to you soon. Paul, I'm going to see your ass in a week, dude.
Cuddle buddies.
Oh, fuck, I'm so excited he's going to cuddle with me. I'm going to nuzzle up in that big red beard, bro.
Oh, you herb.
All right, guys, thank you so much for calling in and being a part of episode 100. Oh, what's up?
Can I say something real quick?
Do it to it.
For all the guests on this show, on this episode, I am honored to be on this episode with you guys. I read your things. I hear when you call in. I love you guys.
You know what? Thank you so much for saying what you just said, Favaun, because I'm gonna extend this just for a second. There's a reason that I did choose 2 people to be on this show together. Now, you and Paul have had some back and forth recently, right?
I've wanted to say something so bad. Thank you, Dan.
That's why I had you on, man. And I'm sorry. I'm glad that she said something.
It's the Favaun. Dude, like the email you sent wasn't even addressed to me, but it felt like it was something. No, like it felt like it was something I needed to read at that time.
Oh, man.
It made my day. There was a shooting at the school. One of our students lost a parent.
Oh,
and it was just like, and it wasn't to like, and it was just, it made me so happy to know all these people and Rebecca, because when Rebecca started, she knew shit about Batman. And now she's on Heroes of Noise, just talking about issues. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's my girl.
That's
but
awesome.
No, that email, it brought the biggest smile to my face, and it just reminds me why I'm in the people business of trying to make people better for this world, and you're an example of that. So that email, it really touched my heart. Thank you so much.
Oh man, you're so welcome.
We're bringing people together, dude.
Come on now. We are the world. We are.
Time after time.
And with that, Paul Hart, Adam Templeman,
yes, sir.
Favaun, Shannon Wise, thank you so much for calling in. We have not begun to talk enough yet. We're going to be talking soon. Guys, unfortunately, this is where we have to go because we have to there are people that are waiting to get on for the next one. So from the bottom of both of our hearts, thank you so much for calling in. You guys are the best. Paul, I'll see you soon. And everyone, we'll talk to you later, all right?
Thanks, guys.
Love you guys.
All right, guys. Love you too.
Bye.
Peace out. That we're back. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're back. This is the part 2 of this. So we got a second set of people with us now. I can't even talk. The champagne's kicking in, guys. We've been drinking champagne today. We got episode 100 bottle of champagne, and I'm starting to feel it actually. So pardon my slur.
Oh God. Is that what's happening here?
And now we're gonna have to talk to everyone after these guys. We're gonna have to talk to everyone overseas. So now I'm gonna be drunk trying to understand people. So it should be fun. All right, cool. All right. Anyway, we're back, and let me just go ahead and announce who's with us now, Steve. I think you've met pretty much all these people save for one, so I'm just going to go ahead and go in order. With us first, ladies and gentlemen, from the Bay Area, California, host of ADO Radio. That's Attention Deficit Order Radio, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about. First-time guest, though he did come on with me, but first-time guest, talking with Mr. Steve Hudson. We have the fucking incomparable, funny as hell, and probably stoned, Mr. Chris Frederick from ADO Radio. Chris, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you so much.
How's that for a fucking intro?
I love that.
Thank you.
What's going on, Chris, man? How you been?
Good, man. I wasn't expecting that. Wow. That was a surprise.
I figured, I just thought I'd just flip it up for you, because you're special. Is all I'm
Are
saying.
you doing it for everybody?
Yeah, thank you so much, man. We just give stoned movie reviews over here.
Yeah, tell us about the show a little bit besides the Stone movie reviews.
Oh, we just make fun of everyone and everything under the sun, and
no one's safe.
We do little skits. We smoke weed in space. We smoke weed in caves. We have I don't know. We just fuck around, really.
No, I love your show, man.
We rate movies left and right. So that's what we mainly do. We rate movies, and that's about it. And smoke weed. And we have our rating system similar to yours.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. That was something that was kind of like an organic thing that happened right there. He's got it's a more elaborate system, but you know how we do like the 3 out of 5, whatever. What are yours again? It's
mine's ear holes and eye holes. So ear holes for sound, and sound effects and all that stuff, and soundtrack, and then eye holes for cinematography and everything else. So 3 out of 5 for ear holes and eye holes. And then 3 out of 5, whatever is in the movie, like 3 out of 5 chopped off legs.
Like what?
And then you guys did it. I'm like, oh.
Great minds. Great minds. That's all.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Great minds think alike.
I swear I didn't rob you of that. It was pretty crazy when I heard that. No, but welcome to the show, man. Like, see, here's the deal. Like, there's this little Fresno connection because I actually met Chris through Sean. You know Sean.
I do. We went to the movies.
Yes, exactly. Sean from Horribly Awkward. So, but we've now, like, we're becoming friends. We're doing concerts and shit together, man. We went and saw Wu-Tang together.
Come on.
Yes.
We probably have, now I can't say as far as him, but like, this is the most weed I've ever seen smoked at a concert. Ever.
Really?
Ever. I mean, we've touched on this already, but like, I'm not fucking with you. And Chris will attest to this. When we were standing on the grass at the shoreline, it was like a solid cloud, like a palpable fucking cloud of smoke there. I've never seen anything like that before.
That is so funny. And it's funny. I remember us talking about that because that was what brought up the conversation of, you've never listened to Wu-Tang before?
That's true.
Yeah, that's what brought up that convo.
Yeah.
And you were saying there was more weed than, and I brought up in smoke. You're like, no, you don't understand. There was just a cloud. And that's funny at the where it was. I'd be like, I thought they'd be really scared about that stuff.
Chris, you've been to a lot of concerts. Did you do the Up and Smoke show back in the day? Where it was like Tribe Called Quest.
I never saw all those people back in the day. I wanted to go to the recent Wu-Tang concert that just happened.
Oh, with Nas and who else?
Nas and Wu-Tang.
Yeah, that would have been a good one.
That would have been a nice concert to fucking go to. Jesus.
That would have been interesting.
But I don't have the money. And I'm not paying $1,000 for Rage Against the Machine tickets.
Yes.
Jesus.
So, amen to that. Oh, I didn't fucking drill Shannon on that. There's someone that was on the last group of people, and she paid for these, and it's cool. I'm only kidding. It's like only $150.
It's each his own, man. But for
exactly.
me, no way.
No, I was just wanting to give her shit. That's really the bottom line. Like I'm actually jealous, and I forgot to ask her for a free shirt too. We got to get her back on, bro.
Well, I did read the article that he explained himself on.
I don't buy that shit.
I knew you were going to say
Seriously, well, it's for charity. Fuck that.
Charity.
If I want to do charity, I'll give to charity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And granted, what was it? It was like 10% of the seats, so it really wasn't like that many seats.
Yeah. They were selling seats behind the stage.
Yes, dude, selling seats behind the stage. Now, here's the deal. Now, in all honesty, Tool did the same thing. Yeah. And with Tool, you really need to be in front of them because you have to watch the visuals, or you just want to like zone out and listen to the music or whatever. Sure. But with Rage, it's a lot of addressing the crowd. It's a lot of like they're a very active band. I'm sure they're older. Obviously, they're older now. I'm sure they're still doing their thing.
Yes. But
behind the stage, for what was the price, Chris? Like $2 something?
Yeah, I think like $250.
Something crazy like that.
$250, and that's before Ticketmaster. So it'd probably be like around $3 something.
Easily.
It's fucking wild, right?
No, that's easy. Yeah, because I recently bought from Ticketmaster, and they have one price, and then after you're done, here's your checkout price. I'm like, Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money, dude.
You know what it is, too? I don't even know if I can really like blame the bands for this. I mean, you can, because they can ultimately say no.
Totally can.
But at the same time, I believe it's Live Nation and Ticketmaster and all these, the promoters that are actually doing this kind of shit. And they're the ones. That's the reason when you go to like, let's go geographically for you, man. How about like something, Shoreline, for instance, or Oakland.
Yeah.
Like, oops. Oh, we're spitting while I'm talking. No, right over this nice big glob of spit on my MacBook right now. It looks fantastic. Let me take that off there. But like, I think that they're absolutely the reason that we're spending $45, $50 for shirts.
Yes.
$17 for a freaking mixed drink. You know what I mean? I think this is all, it's a big monopoly.
For sure. I totally agree with that. I think ticket prices have gone out even for Paul McCartney. I was like, I will pay it, but this is out of control, dude.
I know Chris's number. Is that number you told me where it's like the max number that you'll pay? Is that for any show, or is that just for them?
No.
Okay, so what would be like? What's the most you'll spend for? Who's your favorite band, by the way? All time.
I don't know. I don't think I have one.
Yeah, you do listen to a lot of stuff though, but you know where I'm going, right?
So like much different music. I'm trying to.
But like
I don't know,
they go, you open up the paper and it's like the show that you have always wanted to see is here.
Maybe the Beatles.
Okay, fair enough.
Since I grew up on them.
We bring them back from the dead. How much are you paying?
I would pay $1,000 to see the Beatles.
You would pay $1,000
easily, right?
No, but he's
See
thinking
the Beatles in their prime,
I
after all their Sergeant Pepper and everything.
You're just going like dream show basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I asked him a question. We started giving him rules and shit. No. Fuck you, Chris. That's not what we said.
And then Prince comes on, and then fucking
Michael Jackson.
Fucking Freddie Mercury closes out the show. And
exactly.
Him and Whitney do a duet.
Kurt Cobain does a guitar solo.
And here comes Hendrix out of the left.
That's hilarious.
Janis Joplin.
That's funny.
Yeah, Janis Joplin. Okay. Jimmy Page is out.
Everyone's coming out.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I don't know what I would pay for something like that. Like, seriously, even if you were to give me the Beatles, would I pay it? I guess it really just depends on what kind of money I was rocking at the time. I don't do credit cards. So I'm always doing. Yeah, that hurts when you're dropping like 3 bones for
Cash Man.
Yeah, pretty much. Long story, Chris. It's a long story.
I wouldn't pay. I don't think there's no concert.
That'll be a Patreon story.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
There's no concert worth more than $300. No concert.
But you said you would spend. You just said you would spend that money for Paul McCartney.
I said I get spending that money, which is still out of control because I spent more than that money because I had 2 tickets.
Oh,
I'm not going to pay $600 for 2 tickets.
Well, I'm saying $500 for 2 tickets.
Oh, for 2 tickets. Okay, that's more reasonable.
Okay, never mind.
For the Beatles, yeah, I'll drop 5 bones for that.
For sure.
They'll probably drop 5 bones. They're all a bunch of fucking dead bodies up there on the stage.
Ouch, too soon.
There's my fucking snare. My soundboard's not working.
Too soon.
Man. I know, man. It sucks. And I know you, like if you, because Chris uses a lot of, and we're going to get to everyone else too, of course, but I like that. This is,
man, chime in if you want, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Chime in. But like, we just got through a round of this right now, and we're still kind of like getting our feel for this kind of thing. So I think it's good to kind of like make sure that everyone gets some attention as opposed to like the
okay.
You know what I mean? Sure. No. So Chris is the man of the hour right now because you never really have been on the show before. Steven hasn't been on the show fucking either, but we've been on Steven's. I feel bad right now. You know what I mean? Fuck, we're terrible, dude.
I was the loud one on the show.
Oh man. Yeah. I haven't been on the show, and this is the 100th episode, so I'm glad I'm on this one at least.
There it is.
Come on.
A special one. You're saving me for the best episode.
This fucking guy. Do you remember? I'm sorry, Chris, but I don't think Steve remembers this. Well, there's a Steven. Give me a break, man. I'm trying. I've been drinking champagne.
I know you're getting like. I'm still on my first. This brother Dan's been like.
I'm about to finish that shit if you don't finish it. What was I going to say? Now you made me forget what I was saying.
You said, remember when, and you were talking about him.
Yeah, there's lots of shit and I don't remember now. See, you broke my train of thought.
No, you were just like, remember when that. Is it something? It's something about him, maybe.
I don't remember.
You don't know, dude.
You broke my train of thought, dude.
You said Steven. What am I gonna do?
I know. Say, just you know what? We'll come back to it right now. God damn it, you're right. You're done, Chris. Now I'm fucking tired of this shit.
The time.
You
I
remember
like it.
the time?
Michael Jackson.
Oh, it's on the tip of my fucking tongue what I was gonna say to you, Chris, and I'm sorry, man. It's just I'm blanking right now.
But say how I do sound effects.
Yes, thank you.
Nice.
But what was I going to say about that?
how I use echo a lot.
Oh no, I was just going to say. I was just going to say, like, if you
how I do karaoke death whistle for dead singers.
Yes, I remember now exactly what it was. Okay. He does all this shit, by the way. I like this because he's selling the show. Seriously, like if you guys haven't listened to ADO Radio, listen to it. Chris is fucking hilarious. His co-host Skip is fucking great. You guys have known each other for like a really long time, right? I'm gonna forget what I said again already.
I know it's coming.
Yeah, but no, and I did forget.
Well, yeah, I see movies in every format. I'm gonna go see Parasite, hopefully in IMAX again.
Oh
yeah. But yeah, my movie of the year was 1917.
Yes, agreed with. Well, we counted it as a 2020, but I would have to say that I would agree with you.
I had to see it before the end of the decade.
I have to say this before I forget again.
Go.
All right. So do you remember one time when we got an email and it was from Batman, and then we had one from Black Panther?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's Chris.
you did those voices.
Yes.
Oh come on, dude! I remember that.
It took forever to get there, but that's what I was
That
going
is
for.
hilarious. I loved those emails.
Yeah, man.
The messages.
Yeah, and the reason that I bring that up is seriously like how long? Now you just finished. I just listened to your last show last night. What season is it again?
So we're season 19. We just finished our 18th season
And how long have you been recording?
since 2011.
Dude, we got some work to do.
Dude.
That's fucking.
So we're like 400 something episodes.
That's crazy. Do you ever get tired of it?
No, because we only do it once a week, and I don't let it burn me out. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, you got to keep it fun,
'Cause-
right?
Yeah, if you have to keep it fun, otherwise it's going to burn you out, and you're going to look at it as a job instead of something fun.
That's true.
And so I look at it always as something fun to do and to hang out with my friend,
Come on.
more or less.
And to get high,
Yeah, to get high, hang out, and bullshit like we normally would do.
for sure.
But,
I noticed he's now coming to the Bay Area to record, right? Or did you guys just get like a different setup?
No, he's coming down now. So before we used to record at my house, then he went away for 2 years, and now we'd go over Skype, and now he's back, so we're doing it live again.
But is he coming there specifically for that, or is this like a work thing? And it really, wow, that's okay. Now that's dedication, Steve.
Well, he's not driving down from where you are. He is driving down from where you are.
Yeah.
Then he's driving to Sacramento, and then back to Fairfield, and then back.
You see what I'm saying, Steve?
That's dedication.
You got to shape it up a
Well,
little
the
bit.
thing is, if you invited me to your house, I'd definitely come.
Oh,
here.
fuck off. Fuck off.
If I got the invite, it would be nice. No biggie.
Yeah, we do it in person. We used to have our podcast started with 4 people. 2 people dropped off. Our first producer used to fall asleep. I think he had narcolepsy or he'd get really stoned and just fall, and we would record him snoring.
That is so funny.
Like if you go to SoundCloud and go all the way down to our real early episodes with this guy James, he'd be like, he's like literally snoring. He'd be like, dude, we have to stop the show. He'd be like, oh, come on, man, wake up. So yeah, that was
That's funny.
because we used him. He was our engineer because I used all of his equipment because he was a recording engineer. I'm like, hey, you're not doing anything with this shit. Come here, let's record a podcast. He's like, all right, what's a podcast? I'm like, oh, it's this. It's when people just bullshit and talk about shit. Like, okay, cool.
That's awesome. Everyone on this one. Now I'm tripping. Did I have real quick? I'm sorry, Chris, because I'm feeling like I skipped somebody on accident, and I don't know if I did. Did I say that Kevin Shanks is with us?
No, you didn't.
I didn't, huh?
No?
Kevin,
Oh,
I'm fucking
shit,
sorry,
Shanks.
dude.
What's up, dude?
I am so. What's weird is I'm looking on my Okay, sorry guys. Like any podcaster knows what I'm talking about right now. But you have a very unique thumbnail for your for your profile or whatever, and it just popped up all of a sudden. I'm like, oh, hold up a second. So did you drop off and then you can call back in because I would have picked up, right?
No, I've been on since the beginning of
Fucking
this.
champagne.
There's the voice to the face.
Kevin, I'm blaming the champagne, man. I'm really sorry about that.
I have
Cheesy.
no issues there, man. No
All right,
issues.
good. All right, now mute yourself, Kevin. I'm talking to Chris. God damn it.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Chris, let's hold on. We'll get back to Chris in just a second because I do want to talk to the man. Now, dude, we've been talking about this guy. We have talked with this guy for some time. Mm-hmm. Usually it's through either a voicemail, then we reply, or it's through an email. Talk to him pretty much every day in some way, shape, or form on Facebook in the either in the podcast community or on Leftover Army or whatever. I understand that things have now changed, and I will be meeting this dude as well next week in Chicago. So I'm fucking stoked. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show. You may know this man for, I didn't give him a fucking intro. I'm really fucking up today.
You got
yeah, hold
turn
up.
it on.
You know what? Yeah, hold up real quick here. Got to do this right.
Oh, sniff.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may know him from his podcast, Nobody Asked You, Kevin. He might be the smartest motherfucker on the dais right now. Witty as fuck, king of the dad jokes. Let's give it up for the one, the only Kevin Shanks. What's going on, man?
Oh, what is going on? I love that intro, Karina Barana. I absolutely love it.
I do what I can, man. I'm really kind of fucking up today, but you have to understand I'm blaming it all on Chopin.
Champagne.
Yeah.
Champagne. Champagne.
Yeah, for sure. How's it going, Kevin? Nice to talk to you finally, dude.
Hey, it is nice to talk to you as well, and I'm glad to be on here, and I am fantastic today.
That's good, man. You drinking over there? What you doing?
No, I don't drink alcohol. I'm just happy.
We have 2 people here that don't. Anyone else not drink alcohol, by the way? I know Chris doesn't.
I don't drink.
Yeah.
I smoke a lot of weed, but I don't drink, I don't drink at all.
Okay.
Kevin, I drink. Yeah, I thought so. Steven, you a drinker?
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right, good. We're going to get into this fucking drunk in just a second.
Wow, that's
We're going to be talking to this Baracho in just a moment here. But
I listened to your show, Steve.
Oh, thank you. Hello.
I was watching Wolf of Wall Street the other night, and it sounds like Steven's gotten into the Quaaludes a little bit.
Oh, really? Are you pulling yourself to the Lamborghini?
You driving on a bridge getting a DJ right now?
Everything's fine, guys.
Everything's fine.
More important,
That is the best scene in
It's
that
It's
movie.
so
I absolutely
good,
love that.
dude.
So fucking good, man. You know what? I got to say, and I'll get back to Kevin in just a second because I've been wanting to talk to this guy forever. I was watching that movie last night, or excuse me, earlier, a couple nights ago. And I had only seen it one time. I don't know why. I'd only seen it one time prior. I remember seeing it. I remember being completely wowed by this movie and just being like this seriously is my favorite Leonardo DiCaprio movie. And quite possibly after I've seen it again, maybe one of my favorite movies ever, dude. I fucking love
I saw that movie with my parents on Christmas Day.
Oof.
How was that whole blowing the coke into the asshole?
Coke up the chick's asshole.
Yeah, that's a iffy situation.
Like, hey, thanks, Mom and Dad. Let's watch this on Christmas Day.
You just ruined a movie for me. I got to come back again.
Where's Jack Frost at? It's a magic moment.
That happens, though. I remember, there's been times where I told my mom, hey, watch this movie. There's no cussing. And then we'll be watching it. I'll be like, oh, I didn't catch that. And there's like a million cuss words. I'm like, oh, when I watch it by myself, totally different than when I watch it.
I did not expect him to say cunt, Mom. I'm sorry about that.
I didn't expect the fellatio, Mom. Sorry.
My bad. Now we're awkward.
I thought it was R for all the gore and blood. I had no idea they'd be cursing.
Rated F for felching.
Oh my God.
Jesus
man.
damn.
Oh God.
Oh, everyone!
mercy.
Suddenly we have a bunch of fucking.
Holy
Sorry about
crap.
that, Mom. I didn't mean
So we got a bunch of Catholic schoolboys in here.
Jeez.
the double-ended scene didn't need to be there, Mom. Sorry.
Kevin Shanks. How are
Yes.
you, dude? Speaking of,
Daneth and the Maneth.
hey, I like that.
Dumb man.
Speaking of marijuana, do you want to talk about what you do, sir? Do you mind?
I can.
Just a little bit. Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am a forensic toxicologist in real life, or at least I play one. I know a bit about drugs and stuff and poisons, and just help to determine how someone died from drugs and poisons in cases. So, I could talk about drugs and poisons all day.
Okay, I
Do you like the band Poison?
Oh, Lord.
I do like the band Poison.
You know,
And
you know
my
that.
favorite.
Yeah. See, now Chris knows. He knows me. He knows where I was going, and I just want to say, Kevin, I want to apologize to you because let me do this one more time because I think you deserve this. Okay.
Okay.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, coming from Indiana, right? Coming from Indiana, my motherfucker. Yeah. Kevin Shanks. You might know him from Nobody Asked You, Kevin, but we're going to find out why nobody asked him shit right now. See, I messed up, so there we go. Hold on. Right. I feel better now, yeah. I had to pull that one out of my ass real quick, guys. Sorry. I boofed it.
That was good. It was good.
So, Kevin, like, do you get the call? Is it one of those things? When I hear the word forensic, I'm pretty kind of ignorant when it comes to it, actually. But, like, do you get the call, like, hey, I need you to come over here to this county and figure out how this dude died?
No, that's all TV shit. That's like the coroner or the medical examiner.
Oh.
We're just lab rats. We stick in the lab. So when you think of us, we're in a lab like CSI, but we don't carry guns. And much of what you have seen on TV is not right, is not correct, is pretty much bullshit. But yeah, pretty much all you see. Imagine that.
Yeah, no, I get that shit on my job too. People are standing there with like They might as well have like handguns on them, and they're just standing next to an MRI machine.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's what I do. So
That is pretty. And so you're telling me that, like lab results don't come in within 2 hours?
no, normally about 2 to 3 weeks at minimum.
Holy cow. How am I supposed to solve a case within an hour-long show then? Kevin, how am I supposed to do that if you take so long?
Would you have a case out right now?
Yes, I
or-
do.
All right, well, fuck, maybe notify
Calm
him.
down. Speaking of Kevin, I want to ask Kevin about, I've been waiting. So I listened to a podcast, and I think they're lying. So I got to ask Kevin. There is a poison that only women can smell.
What?
Yes. They're sensitive to
it. I would call probably bullshit on that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I would, as would I.
Okay, cool. Just
I have never heard of that in my life.
Okay.
You talking about like the
So-
male pheromone or some shit like that, or
Oh,
what?
it's like a poison only women can smell.
Okay.
Outro's candle or something.
That's so.
Hey, seriously, you know what? We talked about this on the last episode, and I have to, not the last episode, but like the last segment, I should say. And I have to ask you guys this because I think you guys know the answer I'm going with. I have never heard of this other one. So you guys remember that Gwyneth Paltrow did that thing where she put out that candle for whatever that company she has where it was called Smells Like My Vagina, right? You guys remember that?
Oh yeah.
Now, have you heard, Steve, tell him what you told me.
Erykah Badu sold a candle that smells like her vagina, and it sold out in like an hour.
But are you sure? You just told me that it's the essence of her vagina. Though,
it's not her actual vagina.
That's what I asked you before.
No, I'm like, it's the soupçon.
Has anyone heard this? Because I'm calling bullshit on you.
No, it's true. It's for sure true.
Anyone heard this?
All they did was just dip some honey in there and just be like, here you go. Here's the essence of Badu.
That's what Badu. They call it Badusi.
He just like farted on each candle. Like, there you go. Here's essence of Erykah.
She's like, what I gotta do? I gotta fart on these candles?
Exactly.
Yeah,
She
but
just
hold on.
wipes
Let
her
us pour.
ass with each candle.
Yeah, if you pour honey on them, it will actually hold the fart smell. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna have to show me literature on this, sir, because I don't believe you. I
She
frankly.
totally did.
Okay, I'm gonna need to see some proof.
Okay. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, well, I'm just
Just
saying.
trust me, though. I'm telling you, it is true.
Okay,
Because I said it's totally true.
I don't believe it. But back to Kevin Shanks. Now, we talk a lot of music on this show. Kevin is the guy that we need to have on. And Chris, for that matter. Actually, anyone that loves talking music is fucking welcome on this show. But, Kevin, you go to probably more concerts than any human being I've ever come across, man.
Yes.
What's your favorite genre of music?
Rock country.
Okay, wait.
Wait, hold on. Who am I talking to? Am I talking to Chris now?
He muted it out. He muted it out. Fill in the space.
I thought I was talking to Shanks.
Shanks is muted right now.
Shanks, why are you muted?
So rock country for me. No,
I was muted.
yeah, go for it.
He's been like rambling the whole time.
I have been rambling the whole time.
Oh shit.
No bro country. We're talking probably psychedelic rock from 67 to 69, or I would say metalcore from, current days.
Your favorite band? Let me guess. What's the name of that band? You talk about them all the time. Ice Nine Kills.
They are my favorite metalcore band at the moment. Yes.
Why do you dig them? I haven't actually heard them before. So what are they about?
They are a smaller band. They're out of Boston, but they actually their last album that came out in 2018. It's a horror themed album. So each song is based off a horror movie or film. So they have songs based on Halloween, Friday the 13th. Some of the horror they take liberally, like The Crow. They call The Crow a little bit of horror. Jaws. They have a song about Jaws. They have a song about It, Stephen King's It. And then the album they did before that, each song was based on a historical piece of literature. So you're talking metal songs about literature, metal songs about horror films. I absolutely love them. They put on a good stage show, dressing up, and all are in character. Someone's dressed up as Jason. Someone's dressed up as what's his name from It?
Pennywise.
It. Not Pennywise. Well, he dresses up Pennywise now, but what's the kid's name? Shit.
Oh, I have no clue.
Oh, that little
died.
fucker on Lock and Key. Is that who you're talking about?
Georgie.
Easy.
Georgie, yes.
Yeah.
He dresses up as Georgie. You've got Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You got all that stuff in Saw. They dress up as. But I'm a big horror fiend, so I appreciate that. But just going back to the old days. You're talking about psychedelic rock music, and then into the beginnings of heavy metal and hard rock with, of course, Sabbath and Deep Purple and Rainbow and a little bit of Zeppelin and bit of Iron Maiden. Not ever the biggest fan, but a bit of them. But really, the formations of hard rock and metal with Deep Purple and again Sabbath.
So you've got this show called Nobody Asked You, Kevin, but before I talk about that one, are there some rumblings of you possibly doing something where it's going to be some kind of like the history of heavy metal or something like that?
Well, I'm just going to probably talk about the history of metal on Nobody Asked You, Kevin. I'm not going to actually do anything specific other than maybe an episode or two. But I do enjoy talking about history and just in listening to older bands. So I will be doing looking at the history of it and kind of going through it and kind of my own take on it.
Nice.
Now, I got a question for you, Kevin. Since you're a connoisseur of the rock genre, and I don't know much about it, what rock group is super popular and you just never got it?
Ooh, this seems like it'd be one for everyone, but I want to hear his answer.
Oh man, not currently, but probably someone like the Chili Peppers.
Thank you, Kevin.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Weezer.
Weezer.
I have a thing against Weezer. I don't know why. I think they're fucking terrible.
He's all about fuck Weezer. Yeah, remember?
I remember that. That's right.
But before you go any further, Kevin, the Blue album too?
I hate them all.
Fuck.
I mean, I shouldn't say that. I mean, I like a song or two here or there, but as a band, I think they're terrible.
Yeah,
I will tell you that they're fucking boring live. What did you say, Chris?
Music is all frequencies, man. If it doesn't vibe with you,
that's very true.
Fuck.
And then the only other one is probably Dave Matthews Band.
I get that.
I think a lot of people get that.
I get that.
Oh, I got it. If we'd have had Shannon on, though, that would have been a good argument right there.
I get it.
Tell me why, out of curiosity, why? Because I just had a major, like, I'm a former fan. I'll say that. I liked like the first three albums, and quite frankly, I just went to a few of their shows because a bunch of people were going, and it was a good time, place to partake and whatnot. But what is it about Dave Matthews Band that you don't like? Like, do you think they're talented at all? You just don't get the music, or what is it?
Oh, they're fucking talented. There's no doubt they're talented, but it's Dave's voice.
Okay, that's really fair.
And his lyrics are just complete nonsense. I mean, the way he sings, and I just can't take it. I hear a song and I just shut it off.
I totally get it. And like for me, it's like, and I love Michael Jackson, but if I were to go to a Michael Jackson concert and he's like, "Here's Thriller," but have you heard the 20-minute jam version of Thriller? I'd be like, I don't want to hear this. I just want to hear the straight up version of Thriller. And Dave Matthews has a tendency to be like, but hold on. Have you heard the 18-minute version of it? I'm like, dude, I don't want to, even though Carter Buford is a beast. It's just like, come on, Dave. But I still like him. I mean, I think he's fine. I don't get why you don't like the Chili's. That's interesting. I don't like all their albums, but I was like, I liked, like you don't like them, period. Like no song from the Chili Peppers, you don't like them.
And before you answer that question, what was the first Chili Pepper song you ever heard?
Oh, I mean, I think it was Under the Bridge. I mean,
okay, so we're talking Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
10, 11 at that time when that came out.
Feeling old as fuck right now.
Feeling very old.
I was like 95 when that came out.
And it's Anthony Kiedis' voice. I mean,
yes.
Thank you. Again, he can't sing live. Shitty singer live.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen him once. And I would never, ever pay again to see them.
That's a great fucking answer. I really like that. Actually, you know what? If you don't mind, I kind of want to open that question up to the floor because I have my answer like ready.
Sure.
The moment that you asked that question, Steve, I had my answer. But I'm going to save mine for last. Okay. Maybe I can chime in with somebody. Let's get some question. It is, how did you put it? It was which band that like everyone like, if I'm, Steve's still answering people that's telling that he's not dead. We told a story about that. Everyone thought that Steve died. Jesus. today because someone sent a fucking letter to his family saying that he's dead. So he's currently answering texts as he's recording because everyone in his fucking family thinks he's dead. But Steve,
wait. Let's back up here just for a second. Someone sent us family a letter.
Give him the quick one, Steve.
All right, here's a quick version. So I'm at a rehearsal today, and I get a bunch of text, email, or call. What happened was my ex-wife's mother got a letter from Fresno County saying, "We regret to inform you that Steve Hudson has died as of January the 11th." So she shoots this everywhere and it's like, Steve's dead. And then they get on Facebook. Oh no, did you guys hear? And so now I'm just fielding and I was just going to be like, I'll just answer them tonight. And my mom texted me. She's like, guess what you're not doing is answering them tonight, because if you don't answer,
I have to answer. Yeah,
exactly. She's like, I'm not getting these calls all day. Handle. I'm like, but I'm doing I'm like, okay, Mom.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How was the tone when your ex-wife was telling people that Steve was dead?
I wanted to keep it going.
Was it like, oh God, Steve's dead? Or was it like, hey,
I think
Steve's dead?
She walked in probably like, you're not going to believe this. Steve died today.
I got to go buy a lotto ticket.
I know. I got to go buy a lotto.
This is incredible. I just saw a great movie and Steve's dead.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so that's what happened. That's why But yeah, please open the floor.
Yeah, real quick, and then I got to get back. I got to talk to some people individually.
But hold on, please. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What's your answer, G?
Oh, I'm going to save mine. I'm saving mine.
Is it a good one?
I think it is.
I can't wait.
It's just an honest one, is all it is. But let's get other people involved.
Mine would be Nickelback.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. That's a good one. But you know what? I have an argument with that. I think that they're actually a very talented band. I just fucking hate.
But I just don't like them.
Yeah, no, neither do I. I don't know what I think it's Chad Kroeger.
His voice.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. It's just
They're
it's just a
generic
type
rock
of
band.
music. Yeah, it's just that type of music. I'm just like, nah.
It's very like radio rock friendly, I guess is what it is, which is not something I'm into, but that's a good answer. But I want to know, Quentin. What's up, Quentin? How you doing, man?
Oh, hey.
Welcome to the show. Sorry. We're going to get you involved here shortly. But I do want to ask this question real quick before we give you the whole Quentin segment. What's that one band that everyone likes that you just don't get?
Oh, God. I think the band that I don't understand the infatuation with is... That's really hard. I'm so sorry. I'm stalling.
Fuck.
Evanescence.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
That's not a bad one, actually. Yeah. Go for it, man. Oh, I thought you wanted more champagne. Sorry. We're talking about booze here for a second. And I can't help you there, sir, in that capacity. I apologize. There we go. All right. He's back in the game. All right. Evanescence. That's a good one. Amy. What's her name? Amy.
I think they're a Christian.
Oh, God. I don't even know.
Amy Lee.
Amy Lee. That's it.
Amy Lee. Thank you.
Are they a Christian group?
I think they started as a Christian group.
No. Oh, really?
I could see that, actually.
Yeah, they started.
They just wanted to go dark.
Yeah, and they're just like, oh, this money's over here? Yeah.
They added some eyeliner and some keyboards and they were ready to go. Yeah. All right. That's a good one.
All their lyrics are Christian. Listen to the lyrics of those songs.
I didn't even think about that.
How can you see into my eyes? I don't know. That's all I know.
I don't know who they are.
You know.
I know the story of
You know that
Evanescence.
song, Wake Me Up.
Before you go. You're
No,
right.
God damn it. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's the very one, Steve.
The man version.
Now I'm freaking angry that I didn't get to hear their answers.
Well, it's we've got Nickelback. And
I say
Nickelback, that was coming from Chris. We have, he went with a few.
Were they huge?
Kevin went with Red Hot Chili Peppers and Dave Matthews. He had two. Quentin's
Nickelback
going.
sells out arenas.
Yeah, they sell out. People fucking love Nickelback.
Are you kidding me?
They love them. Yeah.
There are
Guess
they were
what?
more
Guess
Tower
what?
Theater.
I'm going to see Nickelback this summer.
Oofa.
Whoa!
This is awkward. Hello.
They sell out arenas, but it's not for me.
Yeah. No, exactly, man. Like, you know what? I could sit there and just talk about, this band, I don't like them for A, B, and C or whatever. But the fact of the matter is I'm sitting at my fucking kitchen table with a empty glass of champagne drinking out of a mason jar, gentlemen. And these motherfuckers are touring the world. So you got to give them their props. You know what I mean?
I get it.
I'm not saying they're not successful.
Oh, no, I know. Yeah, no. I was talking to Steve. I was looking directly at him, yeah. Calm down, Chris. You're all defensive today
I
for some
can't
reason.
see.
I know. Does that bug you out? Because you do run your show always off of Skype. Does this fuck with you a little bit?
No.
Oh, okay. He's
Oh,
rolling
maybe
with
a little bit,
He's
probably.
rolling with the punches. He's good. He's good. Now, hold on real quick. Mr. Steven, I'm going to say your last name, and I have a feeling I'm saying it wrong. Is it Meisel?
Myself.
That's what I was going.
Myself. I mean, it's I usually just go by Spoiler Steve, so I don't have to worry about any of that.
Oh, he's going with that.
Kind of like hit me on my cell.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Okay.
So now I know we are talking about music a little bit, but what's your answer for this question?
Dashboard Confessional.
Ooh, that's a fucking great one. That's one of those hipster bands, dude. Like a Vampire Weekend.
I've never heard of a song from Dashboard Confessional.
I'm gonna go see them this weekend.
Vampire Weekend?
Holy crap.
Dashboard Confessional.
Are you kidding me?
No, he's fucking around.
Oh, I'm about to say. Guess what?
I was like, I'm not
Related.
surprised. Like, people love that band. I'm just like, cool. I'm just going to wait for over here for like Taking Back Sunday or Senses Fail or Newfound Glory or I don't know, some weird bands that they're non-existent probably these days.
What would you even call that genre?
Like some type of punk.
Yeah, like
I guess.
like a pop
alternative,
pop
or something.
punk or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, that's a really good one though. Yeah, and that's one of those bands, Dashboard Confessional. You see them winning things.
Really?
And I've never heard song one, so I can't even say that they're good or bad. I don't know.
I also like bands like A Day to Remember.
Oh, I just saw them.
Or
actually.
They're really good. Or Under Oath, they're really good.
Seen them too.
Treyu, I saw them live. They're really good. I've went to a lot of Warped tours.
Yeah, that's also like a. Do you ever go to any Ozfest back in the day?
No.
Yeah, that was like the side stage, the one where you got to go out to the parking lot to see. That's where all those bands played, like Under Oath and all that shit. But you know what? I get your point. You ready for mine?
I can't wait, dude.
I think people are going to disagree with me on this one.
I have a feeling.
Culture Club.
Yeah, fuck them. No, I'm just kidding.
Can I guess?
You won't get it right, but sure.
Okay,
Go ahead. No, one guess. You get one guess.
Okay. Can I ask a few questions to narrow down said field?
Certainly.
Okay. Are they in the 90s?
No.
80s?
No.
70s?
You're going the wrong direction.
Okay, just making sure that
It's actually the 1930s.
Okay, cool. No,
It's like 1940s. I'm like, fuck Duke Ellington. You know what I'm saying?
2000.
Yeah, in the 2000s.
In the 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they rock or
Rock.
alternative? Rock.
Heavier rock.
Heavier rock. Are they still around?
Yes.
Can they fill Save Mar Center tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, I know.
Don't hold on. Keep it in your pocket because Chris probably knows.
I want to guess too.
Oh shoot. They can.
I think they are so overrated, and I think like what else to say? Like I'm not. Again, they're talented. Like I can't do what they're doing. So in this whole vein of this conversation, like I give them respect as musicians, but I just don't get it. And I don't see what everyone, like I've had people go, hey, you want to go see so-and-so? And I'm just like, nah. And they're like, oh, they're like the best. And oh, there's another one too. I'm going to put them with them, but I'm going to keep it with one.
All right, let me go.
I'm going to give you a freebie. One of those bands, and it's not the one I'm talking about, is the fucking Offspring. Hate them.
Okay, that's fair. Now I'm going to go around don't say if they're right or not.
Sure.
What is your guess?
Let's see. We'll go with Chris first.
Go for it.
Foo Fighters.
Oh, so wrong, sir. So wrong.
I'm just kidding.
I know. He listens to the show. He knows.
No, Kiss.
Ooh, that's a good one
that's
too.
a good one too. I wouldn't have gone Kiss, but that's 2000s though. 2000s. That's what
Kiss never goes away.
Yeah.
Kiss will be here longer than we are. That's the truth. That's a really good one. I will have to say that I will give that an equal amount of like shade, but no, that's not the answer. Steven, what do you think?
Papa Roach.
Oh God, there's some good ones coming up right now.
They're not filling Save Mar Center though.
You know, when I saw Papa Roach, they opened up for Eminem back on the Slim Shady tour. Which one was it? The Marshall Mathers LP.
That was a great
tour. We had like really good seats. Same guy that's going to give us tickets, Chris, gave us tickets to this one, and we were sitting like probably fourth row for Eminem. Papa Roach comes on, they're the opening act. And it was like the wrong act. They're always the wrong act to have, but they were the wrong act for this one. Time out. Sorry. You out of here, girl? Yeah. All right. I love you. All right. Be safe. But anyway, so Papa Roach comes on, right? And I'm just dying to, like, that's the band where you go get a beer, or you go use the restroom, get your merch, whatever. I'm sitting there, and what's his name? The singer's name is like Jacoby Shattuck. So I kind of hate him already because his name is Jacoby Shattuck.
It's a solid.
Shattuck.
He's like Shat.
It's with an X.
Ick. Shaddix.
Okay.
He jumps off the stage, and for some reason makes a beeline to me. So the cameras, you know how they follow the performer. So I'm on the camera, the big screen, and he's singing to me like to my face.
Are you kidding
and
me?
I know none of these songs. And I get fucking like I
Yeah,
get
you're like,
very
"Ugh."
uncomfortable when
Yeah.
people are invading my space.
Yeah.
Particularly when it's fucking Kobe Shaddix.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I didn't know what to do. I had no fucking idea what to do. So I looked at him and I'm sure I looked like an idiot. I just kind of stuck my hand out like, hi?
You did not shake
Is
his
this
hand.
what you want? I did not
Really?
know what to do. And he like hit me and he gave me 5 or whatever. And then he started singing to my friend Matt. And Matt's fucking crazy. You just got to know this guy. But Matt knew he was on camera.
Yeah.
And he was just like, no! And he just like took off and he ran.
Are you kidding me?
Whoa.
He ran. It was pretty funny. People laughed.
Gee.
But yeah, no Papa
Do they-
Roach for me.
For the,
He's
what's-
just like, cut my life into, and you're like,
You cut it yourself, sir.
I don't
I'm
know
out of
any
here.
Papa Roach songs. That's crazy.
You know one. You know this one right here.
Pieces.
I guarantee you know this song right here. I'm going to play it real quick. Watch.
Papa Roach.
This is to my knowledge, their only hit.
they have a bunch of hits, but we're just not into them, so we don't.
That's
you know.
okay. That's fair. That's very fair. But this is the only song that I have any familiarity with
Hear
right here,
this
Steve.
joint.
You've heard this song, I guarantee you. Here we go.
Cut my life into
Last
pieces.
Resort.
Yeah, Last Resort. So you know that one.
I didn't know that was Papa Roach.
Yeah, it's
That's a
caca.
good song.
It's
So he
caca.
ran up to you. He's like, cut my
Listen.
life into.
Let's
You're
rip
like,
off Iron Maiden. Let's rip Iron Maiden off real quick. Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
kinda dope.
I was always kind of against them because they were ripping off my band. I'm just saying. Anyway, okay, cool. So who do we got left? Kevin?
I'm guessing Disturbed or someone like that.
Oh, that's a solid guess.
It's a good guess. Like, I think what it is if you just lock into this genre,
Yes.
you're gonna find a lot of these.
You
bands.
lock into new metal or whatever.
New metal. There's some new
2000.
metal bands I like, but not a lot of them.
2000.
In the 2000s, even 2010s, they're current right now. They are selling. I don't know if they're selling out shows, but they're doing tours.
Can I guess one more time?
Please.
Deftones?
No, but
Ah.
yeah. I have a strange relationship with the Deftones. There's some shit I really love, and there's stuff I hate. No. The answer, my friends, is Five Finger Death Punch.
Oh, I didn't
They're
even
a little
think about
underground.
They are just garbage.
They can still save Mart Center?
They have.
Have you
We're Fresno,
seen
but
them
yeah.
play live?
I have seen them play live before. You know, the energy's there, man. It's just one of those things where
Just don't get it.
it just like, how did you put it? The frequency didn't hit right. You know what I mean?
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just
They wanted to call it Five Finger Dick Punch.
Well
It
done.
got voted out.
Well done.
Five Finger
it was
Tongue Punch.
actually it was actually a typo, right?
Exactly. That's what
They
it
had Dick Punch, but everybody's like, "Oh, I thought you said death."
just like the Butthole Surfers.
Wait, are you being serious right now?
I thought that was a joke.
I thought it was a joke.
No.
It is a joke.
No, it is a joke.
Oh, I didn't know. I fucking love. You got to remember, we love this fun fact shit. We'll be like,
Yeah,
oh,
I was
really?
like,
Do
I
tell
would've
about this.
Definitely told
Hold on, is that
everybody.
Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have told everybody at the gym, been like, guess what?
I can go put it in their Wikipedia right now.
You totally should. Now, I want to show my age because a name came up recently, and I want to know because one of you said Atreyu, and I wonder how many of y'all only know that as a name of a band.
Come on now, Steve.
Oh, come on, please.
Oh,
I think you're
man.
insulting them.
Wait, yeah, I know Atreyu.
I'm going to go as far as say that you might be insulting
No,
them
someone
right now.
says, you know, so everybody
That
knows.
was me.
Never-ending story, dude. Come on.
Okay.
Did everyone know that answer?
I know that the
I
screamer is
would
the
hope
lead
so.
singer and the drummer is the vocal.
Wait, what?
I know.
Or
Steve,
Atreyu?
Of the
we're
dragon?
talking movies now.
Yeah.
Movies.
Do you know where Atreyo came
I thought
from?
we were still in the musics.
We
No.
kind of are, in
Yeah,
a
but
way.
do you know where Atreyu came from?
No.
See, I didn't think so because it's our age.
I guess
Exactly. Yeah, the age difference. Yes,
But
I can
Quentin
see that.
knows. You know where that came from, right?
Atreyu?
Yeah. Are we lost?
Atreyu.
Are we just like old guys talking right
Yes,
now?
they don't
That's
know
what's going on.
They
huh?
don't know what Atreyu.
We're talking about a band called Atreyu. Now, was it Steven that said you did not know where that came from?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, and Quentin does not know either. So that makes sense. And
Yeah,
you-
it makes
how old
sense.
are you, Steven?
31.
31.
Yeah.
And
makes sense.
Yeah, that
Q's
makes
like in his
perfect
20s.
Yeah.
So that does make perfect sense. Yeah, we're just fucking
That's why
old.
when you were just like, "Oh, that's a silly question," I'm like, "Oh no, it's not."
By the way, thank you, Kevin, for correcting me. Was it you that corrected me on Country Joe and the Fish? Was that you?
Jesus.
No, I don't think that was me.
Oh, anyway, yeah, I was completely wrong about that. Go back a couple episodes and figure the fuck out yourself. All right, cool. Yeah, chaos, man. Champagne and chaos. What happened, Steve? Are you breaking my shit right
the
now?
Thing stopped. It didn't type.
Right on. Let's keep it rolling.
Yes.
All right. So lastly,
That's funny.
let me get my song here. I guess it can't be a fucking Atreyu now, so let's go with this one. Thanks, Steven.
We're old, dude.
Here we go. I don't know what this is, but let's go with it. All right. Yeah, motherfuckers. Are you ready? You might have heard of the show. It's called the Scene It Cast, where they talk about fucking reviews. Not fucking reviews, you know what I mean? I don't mean literally. You can't fuck them. You can listen, you can read them and talk about it, but you can't fuck a review. But if you could, motherfuckers, this would be the show to listen to. Let me bring it. Right now, let's give it up for Mr. Steven. Oh, sorry. For Spoiler Steve from Scene It Cast. He's taking off his mute button, ladies and gentlemen. This motherfucker's ready to break it down. Let's give it up for Steve. Spoiler Steve. What's happening, brother?
Oh, thank you, man. That was an awesome intro. Thank you.
I tried. Chris is really better at intros than I am, but it's okay. We're hey, no, this fucking guy, seriously. But
yeah, I'm looking for Chris's podcast on Apple Podcasts. It only goes up to like 2018. The ADO radio.
Attention Deficit Order. Go to SoundCloud and look up Attention Deficit Order podcast.
Okay, we'll do.
Chris is a purist. He doesn't fuck around with all that Apple bullshit.
Look at my Twitter at ADO Radio 0. I'm following you, and then it should be the link right there on the top.
Okay, got it.
All right, let's talk about Scene It Cast, man. Tell us a little bit about that show.
Yes, so right now we have Seen It movie reviews where we try to cover all new releases or most of the new releases because my co-host Kova, he's trying to see as many movies as possible to beat his last year's goal. So we cover 2 or 3 new releases, one theater, one on Netflix or streaming, and then I've been doing this like retrospective, like looking back series recently as well on the same feed, and then I also do tied to the MCU on the side that I'm about to revamp.
This man is busy. Now, it seems to me like you guys have been putting some extra juice into the Scene It Cast lately. Is it just me, or have you guys always done the same thing? It seems like you're just going harder than you normally were.
I just keep trying to like just change it up and like just make it not seem so I guess repetitive because we are reviewing movies and everything. I always try to like just make it. I don't know. I listen to a lot of different podcasts like you guys, and I don't know. I try to figure out like how can I improve, and I get inspired by all the other podcasts. And I just try to keep changing it up. So I guess like now that I'm finally done with college and everything, I'm trying to I guess focus more on like the numbers and everything behind the movies and everything else, and like leading up to the release and everything. So I don't know. I keep trying to just add on and change things up.
Out of curiosity, what was your first of all, congratulations. And what was your degree in?
Just business, general studies.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah.
Ladies and
gentlemen. Yeah.
Majoring in business.
Look at this dude. I'm going to have to call you for tax advice, friend.
No, please don't. I have a friend. I got a minor in business administration, so like, you know, I don't know if that helps with anything, but no taxes, please.
Hey, Q, you there?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Talk about your show a little bit, brother. And let's get this out. Let's get these shows out of the way and let's get down to some convo.
Okay. Yeah, I just started a new show. Obviously, I had the podcast with The Real Zodiac with Amanda that was started with Sean. Put that on the back burner. And I actually started a new show with 2 friends that I've known since like almost grade school. And we started a podcast called Commentaries for Dummies. And basically it is it's kind of interesting because there are rules to the podcast. Like 1, I mean, you obviously have to download our show. 2, you get the chance to watch the movie with us. And 3, hopefully you enjoy the show. And 4, I really hope that it's good enough to keep you invested for the whole movie. But we kind of they're 2 buddies of mine that both live in different states, and like I said, we've known each other for forever. So we just kind of had this idea where we miss watching movies together because we don't have that chance to do it at all anymore. Because I've seen one of my buddies once in a year, and it just sucks with distance and everything. So we decided we'll try this out, and I mean it's kind of just transporting us back to when we used to just bullshit around and watch movies together all on the same couch. And so like it's just it's mostly for us, but if we get an audience that enjoys it enough to watch the movies with us, then that's kind of all we can take from it. It's very, very laid back and chill.
For our listeners, out of curiosity, because that seems very difficult to sync up and start a movie at the exact same time. How do you go about doing that?
Oh, it's all done. We edit it so that we have a counter. We'll do 3, 2, 1, go, and then we hopefully press it at the same time. But the point is, we'll probably be a millisecond behind each other or a second ahead. So I mean, like, it's kind of just around the same kind of thing. We did it with our first episode, and it worked perfectly.
Nice. That is freaking awesome, dude. So I imagine you're actually doing hard copies, because if you were doing internet copies, it'd be like loading, and everyone's loads at a different, clip. So you guys are doing hard copies of DVDs?
Yeah, I mean, we did it with Star Wars Episode 1, and I did it on Disney Plus, and he did it online. And I think it only buffered once during the movie, so we just paused it for just a second, let it buffer out, and then continued on. And I just edited it out.
Look at this guy. That sounds really, that's a really, really smart thing. And I heard your cool intro by that voice actor. Well done, sir.
Yes, I want to talk about that. That's the intro is done by Yeadon Paul. If you've listened to Pop Culture Leftovers, he sometimes has I like to call it an ad. But I love hearing his like little bumper that Brian puts in for him, where he just does all his different voices. Like, it just sounds awesome. And so when he reached out to me, I said, dude, there's nobody else I want to have do our intro than Yeadon. He did such a good job. Very easy to work with. I mean, you guys know, you have podcasts. If there's anything that you need voice work done, I wouldn't choose anybody else but Yeadon.
Yeah, I had him for my C-3PO.
Oh, that's the C-3PO guy. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, now it's making sense. I know these shows. I have to put it all together, Steve.
Of course,
Don't
dude.
you laugh at
Of
me.
course.
Okay? No, that's cool, man. Yeah, he's talented. What's his name again? I know who you're talking about, but I'm so referring to. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, we're referring to people like in the leftover army. I have had very minimal contact with him, but what's his name?
Yeadon. So it's Yeadon, Paul.
Paul,
and that's like Paul.
That's a name, dude.
Y'all need some voiceovers. Go to Paul Yeadon.
Yeadon.
I don't even know if he listens, but that's okay. We'll give free plugs. I don't give a fuck. Fucking Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care, Steve. I'm drinking champagne.
You take that champagne.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Fuck,
sounds really good.
I'm going to take my shirt off right now. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, shit. Watch out.
There's no rules.
Going crazy today.
Also, I wanted to change my answer from Evanescence to U2.
Ooh, that's a good one, dude.
I agree. That's mine.
I
agree.
And I'm saying this before their iTunes bullshit that they did to us on the Apple or whatever, putting that free shit on our phone.
Oh my god, that thing still ghost plays and freaks the shit out of me on my phone.
I know. I don't know what I don't know what any of the songs are, and I'm like, anytime that I'm listening to Apple, like, that's why I exclusively went to Spotify, because I'm like, none of this shit's gonna happen to Spotify.
I have Spotify too, and it still ghost plays on my phone.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
So this was that album that they put on all new iPhones, or it came out with the new software or something, the new iOS, right?
Yeah, it came out with the iOS. No, because I bet freaking iPhone 4 still has that shit on their Apple.
So it's one of those things, like, if you had it on, you still have it, or does it? It's not coming on like new phones or anything like that anymore, is it?
I don't know.
I'm just looking because I don't recall any fucking U2 gracing my my phone, and I'm wondering, have they been sitting here the whole time? No, I don't have it. See, I'm good.
Yeah.
Fuck
hey.
that.
Well, you have a 10?
I got like a 10 Max.
Look at this guy.
10 Max Pro.
Look at this dude.
Picked it up brand
Big
new.
wig.
You know what I'm saying?
Big wig.
Exactly.
10 Max Pro 2.5.
I don't even. That's just one phone. I just use that one to like hold my paper and shit. You know what I mean? So it doesn't fly away.
My iPad and use it as a phone.
There you go. What's up with people that do that shit? By the way, I'm sorry. I know that is like very like
That's annoying.
Local nightclub comedian bullshit. But what is that with people when they like like when I used to go to my daughter's.
Why?
Musicals. Why do people use their iPads? No. Why do people tie their shoes? No, but seriously, like, what the fuck is that? Like, there's this lady that was just not too long ago, actually, holding that, and it wasn't like the little iPad Mini like you're looking at here.
I'm seeing
it's that big. What's that new that Pro?
Pro, yeah.
Why?
It's probably better video quality
Fuck
than
that.
Their phone is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She might have an iPhone 6.
But the whole thing is, oh, look, I'm getting this picture of little Shelly while she sings this shitty song that no one will remember, yet anyone else that wants to film
I
can't.
feel you. No, that's true.
Fuck those people,
That's totally
Steve.
true. Yeah, and they've always been there. They've always been there. I
The
feel
thing needs like 5 pop sockets to hold the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And fuck you too.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know, that's a great. Now, I am going to get a little controversial real quick. Does everyone here get. Oh, man. Okay.
Pop sockets?
Uh-oh, Steve's going to go wild, man.
Oh, okay. Does everyone here get the whole Bruce Springsteen thing?
Keeping it current, I see, Steve.
What? What about?
Like, do y'all get why he's popular?
If I could interrupt real quick, what's your take on the Dave Clark 5?
No, I'm serious. Like, that dude,
Exactly.
everyone in my age group loves the guy. And I'm like,
Those Paul Revere's and the Raiders, they just piss me off.
I know. What are they doing these days?
so this Abraham Lincoln
the British
guy.
are coming my
Everybody.
I don't know. Who?
Everyone do.
What's up with Brian from the Beach Boys?
He's a good. Hey.
He's crazy.
Hey, you watch your mouth.
He's crazy, man.
Is he? I think he was totally though. Anyway,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
No,
we're-
I'll answer this for you, Steve.
thank you.
All right. Bruce Springsteen is what they call, and Kevin, if you got anything to add, please. But like, he was kind of the staple of that kind of like genre of, I don't know, it kind of felt like folk rock to me, but like he's just became such a staple. And I'm not saying that he sucks or anything, but like there are better singers.
I agree.
Of course.
That's all.
insulting
Yeah.
the fucking boss.
That's all. That's where I'm at. I don't understand the and I think he represents something more than his talent. I think people go because he represents a thing.
Yeah. He's
America.
folky. Yeah, he's folky.
America.
He's like a Bob Dylan ass.
You know?
Go get him. No, I
He's
feel. Yeah, I get it.
he's written one good song, and that's it.
Oh,
Ooh, shots fired.
Let me guess what it is.
Okay.
It's
I think it's obvious.
Woo-hoo.
Born in the
Yep,
USA.
there we go.
Nope.
Okay, then it's go for it. Dan, that's your cue.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Born to Run.
Born to Run.
No. That's he wrote the one song that's good. Everything else is crap. Because the night it wasn't even his song.
Dancing
He gave it to Patti Smith Group, and they recorded it.
Oh, that's a good
Because the
fucking
night-
song.
Is that it?
No,
Yes.
that's the one? Because the
love that
night.
song.
That's a great song. What about? Didn't he do? I'm
Nothing
driving
Compares to
in
You?
my car. What the hell's the name of that song? Fire.
Fire. Did he?
I think
I'm on fire.
I think no, not I'm on fire. Didn't he write?
I didn't
Fire?
know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's a good song. I could be
Kevin,
making
I
some
know
shit
what
up.
it is.
Oh, go for it.
Working on a Dream on his 2009 album, right?
Working on it.
How did you know? How did you know that?
I don't even know that song.
No, I'm kidding.
He's
I'm kidding.
totally
I heard
joking.
it one time on VH1.
That is
and I was
so
like,
funny.
What the fuck? He's still relevant?
Streets of Philadelphia. Nailed it.
That's a real happy movie, by the way. You ever seen that one? That's a recommendation from your boys, the Heroes of Noise. If you want to be real happy, watch Philadelphia. That's a great
Jesus,
fucking movie.
dude.
I recommend
New
putting it on
Year's
New
Eve
Year's Eve.
party.
Exactly. Look at
New Year's
see.
Eve party.
My
movie.
man knows what I'm thinking all the time. It's crazy.
Glory
Thanksgiving.
Days.
Thanksgiving.
Glory
Eve.
Days is good. I did hear that song, and I thought, but it wasn't to the point of, feeling freaking the Barclay Center good. I'm like, wow, he's still a thing.
I think he's good enough. Like I would go check him out.
Really?
Yeah, he's the like
At
you
Save
go-
Mart
you go-
Center?
Sure,
Really?
for the right price, of course.
I did not
Well, I
you
think people get they get some of his music the wrong way. They don't understand what Born in the USA is about or Glory Days. That's not a happy song.
Or Dancing in the Dark. Or
Or Santa Claus is coming to town. The live.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm on fire. He's on fire. You know what I mean? That's not a happy thing.
There is a rotting, fiery carcass on fire.
Okay, so I'm glad I'm not the only one that doesn't quite understand the Bruce Springsteen thing. Okay.
You know what I just realized right now? The fucking time flies when you're having fun. Like we've used our hour already. It's fucking crazy. I did not expect this, but we got talkers on this one. Not that we didn't on the last one, but we got a bunch of podcasters on this one. And when you have a bunch of podcasters, it goes by fucking quick.
Dang.
Yeah,
So-
Dan, I just want to say real quick,
Yeah, for sure.
congratulations on the 100 episodes. It's a great accomplishment. I just want to say for you and Steve, I know you guys do that, and you got the Preacher podcast as well. You guys do a great job. I love listening to you guys, and congratulations on the 100 episode.
I really appreciate it, brother.
Thank
Yeah,
you
for
so
real.
much, man. Like, I really appreciate you guys calling in, and I'm realizing now that I think to really do like a proper show where we're talking to our listeners and stuff like that, Steve, we're looking at like a 5, 6, 7 hour show.
Yeah, we're going to have to do like a marathon. We're going to have to do a 24-hour.
No, I mean, it's been proven already. Like, if you really want to do that right, like, you got to fucking go hard. So here's my proposal to you guys. I want each and every one of you to be on the show this year. Is that something that we can count on, where we can actually have you for a show? I don't know when, and of course, it's got to work with your schedule, but can we count on you to be on the show this year?
Yeah.
No, fuck that.
That's a fair answer, Jay.
He's like, that's bitch ass shit right there.
Oh my god.
He said, "Oh my god."
Yeah, see, we can count. Gee.
Hey, little baby, is your daddy home?
Here to go and leave you alone.
Yeah, that's definitely a no now, Dan.
Oh, I'm on.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, that's
what
enough
have you
of
guys
that.
started?
Guys, thank you guys for calling in, man. Like, I just want to kind of keep on talking, but we did this thing where we made this stupid decision to like lock down hours. So we've got a bunch of people that have been staying up super late because they're all from overseas
All right.
to talk to us right now. But
What the hell, mate?
I know.
Damn, on.
What's up, bruv? Fucking trying to get some sleep here, bruv. Chris,
Fucking wankers and leaving me all night there.
Come on in it.
ain't it?
In it.
Guys, this is what I ask you. Listeners of the show, this is what I ask you. I implore you to do this. Attention deficit order. Go subscribe. Listen to the show. Listen to Chris and Skip. They're fucking awesome. Seen It Cast. Subscribe. Steve, Kova. Who else we got? We got Kenny, Dan. Like, they're all fucking there. And you need to listen to that one too.
Great man, I like Kova. He's great.
Kova's fucking hilarious, dude. That guy, I like it. Like this. Let me ask you a question. No, you know what? I'll ask you off mic because it has to do with his laugh, and I think I know why he laughs that way, and I'm gonna leave it at that. All right.
Okay.
And then, of course, you got the man, the genius, the toxicologist that in the room, the smartest guy in the room at any point in time, Kevin Shanks. Nobody asked you, Kevin. Download that shit. Subscribe to it. These are all our friends, and we want you guys to support the show.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Q.
Yeah.
You're the newest one, and I know you gave your. Are you all up and everything? Are you? You know what I mean?
You're on
are,
iTunes,
You're on
yes.
iTunes and everything like that. I didn't want to like say something and then you're not there.
No, we are on iTunes. We have a Twitter and Facebook. That's it.
Man, you're really coming up, sir. That show is called Commentary for Dummies, and there's also. Do you guys still have the?
Real Zodiac?
Yeah, like is that one still out, or did you guys take it down? Is the feed gone?
The weird thing is I can't find it right now, and I don't know if it's like because of the. I'm gonna be getting that back up. I think it was taken down because of the way I kind of tried making it work with this one.
Yeah,
but they'll come back. They'll come back.
I'm going to put links to all these shows in the notes, so if anyone's listening and you want to check these guys out, they're all great in their own way. They all do fantastic work. And guys, again, thank you from the bottom of Steve and mine's heart. We only have one. Thank you very much for coming on. We love you guys, and we'll see you guys soon.
Love y'all.
Of course.
Peace.
Thank you.
See you next week, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking crazy. I'm buying you beers.
Ooh, gonna be fun.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right,
Later.
peace. See ya. Here we go. This is what we're gonna do,
Yeah, I
gentlemen.
do hear music.
Oh wait, music?
Yo, Ghost, what's good?
Who's got music going?
Oh, I hear you, homie, with the ghost. I don't look like him at all, bro.
Dude, I gotta tell you, thank you so much for putting that up, Nana. That made my entire fucking day right there. You know who you look like, Steve? You look like I don't know. Let's see. You look like I'm gonna give you a name real quick. You look like Farouk White, Love Detective.
Do I now?
Yeah.
Everyone, that was bad. Listen. I was looking smooth in the day. You know what I'm saying? I had my fedora. I was ready.
You look like the backup singer for fucking Color Me Bad.
Oh, for sure.
Or some shit.
I definitely look like that. I definitely, for sure. You know what I look like part of the time.
What was your
could've
look
been
right
time.
there? What were you thinking with that look?
I was actually playing for an artist that night.
Uh-huh. So were you
And
psyching yourself out?
Totally.
You were like, you can do this.
Totally.
You're fucking Farouk
I'd be
White,
like- I
Love
was like-
Detective.
Because I was like, I gotta look the part, and I walked in all dope. It was a freaking travesty.
Did you go on like a safari or some kind of adventure with that fedora afterwards?
I couldn't. You know what? Listen.
Did you like find the golden eye or?
You guys are hating.
You have to keep it on. Just one fedora tip.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm Fedora Steve.
I'm Fedora.
You have to add milady in there as well. Come on.
Hello, milady. Tip of the cap, milady.
Tip of the cap.
Hey, you guys, guess what? We already joined in on this one here. So, like, this is a segment 3. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Heroes of Noise, episode 100, segment 3. You're joining in. This is what you call a cold open because we're already in the middle of this here. One of our guests fell asleep. You know, he's tired. He's had a rough day. One of them just felt like we couldn't hear him, so he kept hanging up and stuff like that. But everyone's here now. And ladies and gentlemen, I have to do an introduction here, all right? So left to right, guys, go ahead and introduce yourself. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go.
Where's left and where's right? I've got them confused.
Let me start this, man. We're going to start on this side of the ocean right now. And this is someone that has actually been on the show, has recorded with us before, but unfortunately our last Word episode took a nosedive, and I apologize for that, sir. That's why it never saw the light of day. But I'd like to introduce one of our longtime listeners, Mr. Kevin McKnight. How are you, sir?
What's happening? I'm good. And you don't have to sugarcoat it. I know I was terrible. You threw that shit away. It's fine.
No, bro. Not the case, actually. Like, honestly, I'm being real with you right now. Like, we have 3 of the superstars that were on that show right now. So, yeah, that's true.
Oh, so you just expecting us to gang up on you.
We got to fill this hour somehow, guys. So fuck it. Yeah, I'll take one for the team. No, but Kevin, yeah. So let me ask you real quick. When did you start listening to Heroes of Noise?
It was not long after I first started listening to the Preacher podcast, The Word, and I was digging it. And then I fell in really heavy.
Nice.
I believe I sent y'all a tweet about that. Yeah, it was a bad day, and you guys brought me out of it.
That's fucking awesome, man. Thank you very much. Listen, you've been along for the ride. You communicate with us, and it's great. And I'm just glad that you're back on because I've been telling every single person that we've talked to today that the people that called in, don't get me wrong, there's people that I was expecting to call in that for whatever reason, couldn't work with their schedule or whatever, but everyone that we wanted on the show showed up, and you guys are just so fucking awesome. So I'm going to kind of go down the list with you as I'm talking to you, but each one of you brings something to this show, or at least to the podcast community, whatever. So, fucking welcome aboard, man. And I just want you guys to know, and I have to tell you right now, I've been drinking champagne, so I might be one of those like emotional drunks, but why don't we hang out more? You know what I mean?
Talk about that.
Why are we fucking hanging out more, man? You changed, But I just want to say seriously, like I tend to get a little on the emotional side, but I just want to let you guys know that I really sincerely appreciate everything that you guys bring to the table, and the people that we're talking to right now, I have a feeling that we're in for a really fun conversation. So thank you for showing up. Next on the, what did I call it again? Oh yeah, the dais. Next on the dais, Steve.
Very impressive.
You know this guy. He has a show. We have one podcaster now. Last one we had 4 podcasters, and that was an interesting mix of people. But the one podcaster that we have right now does a show called Blurs or Us. He's got a fantastic co-host. He has made I'll let him comment on this, but I would have to say, because I agree with him, that they are the British version of what we do. I think he agrees. I think I'm wording it incorrectly, but I know he's told me something like this before. He might just say, nah, I changed my mind, but it's possible that he might say this, Steve. I'd like to welcome to the show Mr. Nana Pratt from Blurs or Us. What's going on, buddy? Uh-oh. Nana is broadcasting from a bunker 20,000 feet.
My voice sounds terrible whenever I'm on Skype.
You're good, man. You sound like an angel.
Great. Yes, isn't it? Boom.
In it.
You sound like an angel, isn't it?
In it. Oh, I love it.
Man. You guys give me the most amount of jokes, man. I love listening to you lot podcast. It's like I'm always entertained. You lot go through a range of topics. I sometimes learn something new. You lot touch upon music that I don't like. I go listen to my hip hop and R&B, so listen to you guys touch on other music topics. I love the tangents. The Babadook saga needs to make a return at some point.
Don't worry, that Babadook will make a return. That's what it's known for.
Not for very long, but
yeah, exactly. I'm glad you're here, man. Like, so what show are now? You are past your 100th episode. I remember listening to your 100th episode. What are you guys on right now?
We slowed down a bit, but officially we're on like episode 142 coming up. But like similar to you guys, we've had like a couple of bonus Game of Thrones episode. I'm currently running like an anime spin-off where I'm reviewing all the Ghibli movies of Sleevey, who's another member that I've met through the Leftover Army.
Nice.
Through PCL. And literally all that is like quick little 30-minute podcasts, you know, giving our opinions on the the Studio Ghibli movies. As over here in the UK, Netflix actually won the right to the Ghibli movies. I believe with you guys, it's going on HBO Max, I want to say.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so we're getting them on Netflix, which is pretty cool since I already paid for a Netflix subscription. Yeah, because obviously, like, one of the big things that I'm into, obviously I do my movie reviews, but one of the big things that I'm into is I really enjoy anime, and I try and watch as many different types as I can. And Studio Ghibli is like a very massive piece in the anime community in terms of animated films.
Mm-hmm. Animated.
Oh, are you just having some kind of a... are you having an EGADS moment right now? Or Eureka moment?
I just thought about it. I was like,
Eureka!
Eureka! I said, oh my God, animated.
Yeah, well, look at you.
Okay, hey, you know, you learn different
Pat yourself
times.
on the back.
Yes,
You're getting sharper with the champagne. I'm actually getting duller.
I was today years old when I realized animated.
Welcome to the... welcome.
Dude, I'm sorry.
We might have a sandwich here somewhere.
Now, Nana, I got two questions. Number one is Castlevania anime.
Yeah, season 3 that comes out. I think I want to say March 3rd.
That was so good, dude.
So, what makes it anime, Nana? What are the qualifications?
So, I guess the actual animation style is one of the things that makes it anime and not a cartoon. Obviously, on the basis of it, anime is just a Japanese term for a cartoon. However, in the anime community, a lot of the shows that they do and the style of it is more catered for stereotypically young boys and young adults. So, you know, there's a certain style to it. There's a certain action elements. There's like certain story beats that you get a lot more in anime than you would say in a sense a cartoon. There's many different types of anime. So obviously you've got like isekai, which is a genre that I'm really into right now. And basically isekai is where, you know, like the main protagonist has like been transported into a different dimension, different world, normally after they've died in their world. It generally transports them to into a gaming world, which is more like a bit of D&D kind of element to it, or World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Then obviously with anime, like people say anime is for kids, but you know, I tell you now, there's a lot of anime out there that you wouldn't show a child.
Oh yes,
no.
Everybody's like, yeah,
no, at all. Don't show Attack on Titan to an 8-year-old, or they'll be scarred for life.
Seriously, that Titan.
I put on a show called Food Wars.
I've heard of this show.
Food Wars. You wouldn't think that there's any. Yeah, there's a lot of issues.
A lot of they call it fan service again because it's again aimed generally at like young teens, young adults. There's a lot of fan service, and basically fan service just means like just random shots of side boob, top boob, like you know. A lot of, like a girl would be eating a lollipop and then like you know it'll melt on her breast and it look like she's had cum on her dick.
We're totally normal in anime all the time. I'm like, what is the deal with this?
Wait, hold on, Steve, hold on. Nana, go on.
Yeah.
You were saying, just talk a little slower.
No, Food Wars is really good. Like I said, and the thing with anime, which I think is also like obviously same with cartoons, but I guess cartoons are more geared to kids. But with anime, you've got like your crime dramas, you've got your horrors, you've got your romance, you've got like your yaoi and yuri. Obviously, like we're more moving towards a very open world, isn't it? So you have your guy on guy love stories, you have your women on women love stories, you've got your action, you've got your puzzles. Even some of the sports anime are absolutely like amazing. Like I never would have thought like sports anime could make you go through the entire range of emotions that you would from, let's say, like a Game of Thrones, but they somehow make it work. And then obviously not just the fact that they have great stories, like obviously like Brian's been Wizard Quizzle on Demon Slayer. It just looks beautiful. Like even if you just took the anime story out of it, just like as someone that probably doesn't even watch much animation, like you can watch it and appreciate the artwork and the visuals that they portray in it. And like I said, the beauty of it is that literally it doesn't matter what age you are, what gender you are, what your affinity is, whatever you like out there in this world, you can find the anime for you. So let's say, for example, I know a lot of people are going crazy about the new Picard TV series. I guarantee there will be an anime out there that is very similar to Star Trek and will hit those beats for you.
See, because I did watch My Hero Academia and I really, really liked it. I really enjoyed it. Now, the second question I have for you, though, is Nana your real name?
Yes, so Nana is my real name. I am from Ghana originally. Nana is a very common name in the Ghanaian community. It can be used both for guys and girls. Nana is like I wouldn't say a placeholder, but it kind of like means prince. So basically what will happen is a lot of Ghanaians will have Nana and then a second name. So I'm actually Nana Kojo. So I'm called Nana K. But in this country, especially earlier when I was younger, a lot of people found it hard to get the two together and found a struggle to call me Nana K. So only like my true closest friends call me Nana K. And when I introduce myself to most people nowadays, just to keep it nice and simple, not to get too confusing, I just say my name is Nana. You will have like a Nana Yao, Nana Say, Nana Kwame, and normally the second bit just kind of represents what day you were born. So I'm pretty sure Kojo is Monday born, Kofi is Friday born, and those are the only two that I remember because that's mine and like my dad's like names. But then you could again with the ladies, you can have Nana Adjoa, you can have I'm struggling to think of the ladies ones actually. But yeah, normally like there's a name that represents the day that you were born. So that's kind of like one of the things that we do in our culture. And so yeah, so it's like normally Nana something. And if you ever meet someone that's called Nana, chances are they are from Ghana. Like literally, I'll say there's a 98% chance they are from Ghana.
See, we can use that to our advantage right there.
Yes, we can.
That name, are you from Ghana? Oh, you are. Oh, it's
yeah,
I pay attention.
Like, no biggie. I read a lot. Just calm down.
You know what I'm saying? I look on the internet and stuff.
Gee, so you officially have the coolest name. So I guess I'm going to retire Steve because Steve doesn't have.
Yeah, we're boring.
Steve, it's not even Steven.
I say we retire Steve and start calling you Ghost 2.0.
Oh, here we. I don't see it at all.
Or Farouk White, Love Detective will work as well. Yeah.
All right.
Well, welcome to the show, man. I'm glad you're here. You know, we actually we got to get you on sooner, Nana. We have to get you on. I've been saying that. And last year we were trying to figure this all out. I think this year we're starting to lock shit down. Yes. I think we know what's going on. So yeah, well, great. Welcome to the show, man. I'm glad you're here on the 100th episode. Let's move along though to a guy that's going to sound. I love the fucking Australian accent, dude. I mean, I love any accent that's not mine. I love, but this one is like the coolest. If I could pick. I don't know if it would be a British or an Australian, man. I got to be honest with you. We've got, I don't want to like be pissing people off here, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to show favoritism.
Yeah.
But today, I think I'm going to have to go with Australia. Tomorrow might change.
Yeah.
But
I'm going Top Boy. That's my accent.
Ladies and gentlemen, you might need to know something here. We have a bit of a celebrity with us. He's actually gone viral. I don't know if you're aware of this or not. He's a great vocalist, and you can actually kind of tie the two together by finding this site. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit. Now, I want to make sure I don't butcher your name, sir, because it's quite an impressive name. And I can't remember if we asked you about this, but I'm going to now. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 100, Mr. Stephen Samara Wickrama. How do you say it? Samara Wickrama?
You got very close there. That's a lot better than 98% of people do.
Samara Wickrama. I like that. I said Samara Wickrama. I had the accents in the wrong spot.
Samara Wickrama.
Samara Wickrama. I like that. So that's an impressive name. Where does this come from?
So my father's father was born in Sri Lanka, so that is our last name. So it's Sri Lankan.
Wow. Part Sri Lankan. Okay. All right.
So I've got about the most mixed heritage you could possibly think of. I've got Sri Lankan, Irish, Polish, British, and then first generation Australian.
That's pretty good. Did you just know this? Is this all like common family knowledge, or did you do one of those Ancestry.com things?
Dan said that's pretty good, as though you like spun a wheel.
Did I say that? I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
Those are my lotto numbers.
Fucking Kevin got me. You got me, dude. I was looking for something.
That's pretty good.
I was looking for something because I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay.
Hold on, just pause for a second, real quick. Hold on, silence. Fuck you, Kevin. All right, let's move along now. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just joking.
I deserved it.
Yeah. You got me. I'm like, that's good. All right, next. No, but seriously, so you have to apologize. I'm going to apologize. What were the nationalities again?
So Sri Lankan, Irish, Polish, British, and first generation Australian.
Wow, dude.
So a bit of a mixed heritage, and it's kind of just been the thing we all know about because everybody, there's lots of different last names throwing around, and it's kind of obvious where everyone came from. And only my grandmother's been interested in doing the whole Ancestry.com thing, but that's kind of not our thing. But yeah, so had a bit of the mixed heritage growing up with like super Australian family, and then on my father's side having like quite Sri Lankan family, and most of them being like fairly recent immigrants, like within the last 50, 60 years or so. So yeah, bit interesting to be seated at two tables and not know which one you truly belong at.
Dude, I could totally get behind that. So check this out. So for the longest time, I was convinced that I had some Filipino in me. People that have talked to me right?
Dude,
so,
it's kind of weird.
Yeah, and I always thought that was the case.
Yes.
There's some, it's a long story, but there's some holes in the family that we haven't quite filled. So I didn't know exactly where I was coming from. And I've heard everything from you look Basque, which I still don't know what that is, to Filipino, always some kind of an Asian, and of course Mexican, right? So I did the Ancestry.com thing. I got my results back. You want to hear what I am?
Oh, I can't wait.
All right. It's kind of. So what do you think, Steve?
I'm going 50% Hispanic.
There are no 50%.
All right. I will go. Wow. I will go 60% Hispanic.
Okay, you're going the wrong direction, but that's okay. You're hitting
47%
sure.
Hispanic.
Just give me the breakdown. You have to do the percentage.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
I will go Hispanic, Asian,
okay,
and Irish.
All right. So you are wrong. I am actually. Well, no. You're only partially wrong though. Okay. So it turns out that I am actually. We'll do the percentages now. 39%, it says indigenous America. So basically Mexico, Chihuahua, Durango, Zacatecas, things like that.
Yeah.
38% Spanish. Ramirez is a Spanish name, so that makes sense.
Makes sense.
No Filipino.
Yep.
So
what?
I'm very, I learned Tagalog for nothing.
Apparently.
You know what I'm saying? I've been eating fucking lumpias my entire life. I don't even like them.
No reason. Okay.
Yeah, I was just trying to fit in. You know what I mean? So I can put those now. I don't have to do that shit anymore. 4% Italian. That makes a little bit of sense, right? Makes some sense, right?
Mamma mia.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Hey, Ma, we got chicken or what? Ma! Forget about it. Ma's taking a nap or something. Okay, here we go. This is where it starts getting interesting. So it says 3% Turkish and the Caucasus. Okay, we have smart people with us. What is Turkey and the Caucasus? Caucasus?
I have no idea.
That's the that would be the Caucasus Mountains, I think. That's where Caucasian people come from.
Oh my goodness, he's right.
Okay, he wins smartest motherfucker in the room award. That's it.
Whoa.
So I'm like a white Turkish dude.
Totally.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Steven, you are pretty fucking smart. I have to give you that. But let me finish this up real quick. 2% French, 2% Basque. So there was Basque.
I don't even know what
Basque I don't know either.
Okay.
What's that?
And besides, and these 2% don't really work out either.
I think Butts knows.
What is it?
I think it's the Basque region is in Spain.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like the Balkan Islands.
I thought for a second Bucks was going to go, oh, it's from the Basque region. I'm like, fuck off, Bucks. You're just making shit up right now. You don't know.
Sorry, I've got a question. Well, not really a question, but isn't the Basque region like the Balkan Islands?
Ooh.
Man, I literally don't know what city's next to my city. So, I don't know. I'm hoping I end up in Chicago at the right time. I don't know.
QUE, right?
What?
QUE?
For
Basque?
BASQUE, yes, sir. So this is where it starts getting interesting. Check this out.
Northern Spain?
Now, this is all really small percentages, Steve, but listen to this. This is where it starts getting interesting. So 2% Cameroon, Congo, Southern Bantu peoples.
I'm not shocked about that at all.
Really?
Nice on your mom.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, she's darker.
2% Northern African.
Yeah, I get that.
2% Portuguese.
Did I tell you when I saw her picture, I said, wait a minute.
This is where I got blown away. 1% Irish and Scottish, no big deal. I think everyone has a little bit of that. Iran, Persia. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So now that's why I think it's good when I can be like, hey, buddy. That's why I can do that accent. And then of course, English and Wales, North. You want this small child? Buddy, 3 cigarettes. And then indigenous Haiti and Dominican Republic.
Really?
So that makes me, does that mean that I'm a little bit black?
No, but I
just wondering.
Yes, it does.
I think
the other black person.
I think it does.
I mean, you're not safe if I'm not safe wherever we are. Like, if I get taken away, I know you're going to be with me.
You can out me, though.
Oh, for sure. I'll be like, hey, dude's not white.
You go look at his phone, and I just show him.
We're both going.
And then we go to the pen together. I like it. Yeah. It's cool, but I don't get to say shit like, what do you mean, you people? Can't say that kind of thing.
Yeah, you can on my behalf.
On your behalf.
Yes, I appreciate
Fair
that.
enough. Okay, but I was actually surprised about that. But you know what? It makes a lot of sense, though, because they do say that a lot of people were like, that's where mankind was stemmed from, was in like the African regions. So very interesting. I just thought I would share that with you because we've always had this conversation.
Dude, no, but your mother definitely, it does not surprise. If I didn't see that picture, I wouldn't know. But seeing her picture, I'm like, oh, for sure.
Really?
Oh, for sure.
I've never heard that before.
Oh, no question. Yeah, no question.
And you tend to be crazy because you think Gail looks Mexican.
But she does. She really does.
Okay.
But I feel you.
Fair enough. Anyway, all right, enough about me. I'm sorry, guys. I just wanted to share that with you real quick. But again, welcome to the show, Steven. Now, there's this guy right now. You might know this guy, Steve. He's he's a musician. Yeah. He's very arrogant. One of those guys. He's always name dropping and shit about who he's doing with. You know what I mean? But in all seriousness, he's a very good friend of ours. He has been with the show all the way from the beginnings of the word.
Yes.
And has become a very good friend. I'm a little disappointed that he's not going to be in Chicago this weekend, but I completely understand because I would take an Egyptian trip over.
I'm disappointed too.
I would take an Egyptian trip over Chicago any day of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, you know this man. He's been on the show. He's co-hosted with me. He's been on multiple times. Johnny Bucks, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Listen to that.
Listen to that, boy.
Everyone's got dope accents except for us.
Go.
Poor blimey.
Just walks. Hello.
Yeah, no, Biggie.
Step in time. Pip, what? No, that stuff. John, man, dude, what's going on with your life right now?
I don't know.
Dude.
I don't know.
It's all good stuff, right?
Yeah.
You got a new pad.
I just don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, that's true. We don't have to get too positive here, but you got a new pad, you got a new band. I don't know what else has come. You got a new video out, looking sharp, holding that shit down too. May I add, he is holding that shit down like fucking and looking good. Got a little sport coat on, all serious and shit. Picking John, I'm proud of you, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks. No, it's really exciting. It's a great band, great people. and it's off to a really good start. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty optimistic about it.
Can you tell us anything? I know you've kind of talked about this a little bit from time to time, but what's going on with the band right now? There was some. We won't really get. I really don't want to jinx it because I am a little bit of a superstitious guy, and I get that. But last time we talked, there was a name that came up. You don't have to say the name of that might have facilitated an advance in the career of the band. I don't know if that person's still involved or anything like that. But since the last time we spoke, where's the band now? What's going on in the future? Excuse me, that was not a fart. That was my chair. I just want you all to know right now that was a chair, not a fart. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We just put out our debut single and a little video that goes with it.
Breathe is what he's talking about.
Yeah, Breathe. And then we're doing a few gigs coming up in March, just in our local area. And then we've got a UK tour at the end of April supporting this amazing Norwegian blues guitarist called Tora. Tora. Right. Yeah, she's great. So we're the support band for that tour, and then we've just found out we're touring in Ireland in November, supporting the Niall McCabe band, who are awesome. They're worth checking out.
Nice.
And releasing probably more singles over the coming months towards there's talk of we're still in negotiations with the label over the nature of the deal, but there is a record deal on the horizon, hopefully.
Wow.
So yeah, it's all good stuff. He's spending money on suits and
oh man,
doing photo shoots. I had a nightmare the other day. I had this photo shoot. Can I just tell you a little story?
Please.
I had a photo shoot in a town in this bar. It's an old fire station that's been converted into a bar. It's really cool space. It really fitted with the kind of vibe we were going for. So it's about an hour from where I live. So this was on Monday. I had to. It's school holidays over here, half term. So I've had my daughter during the day. So I'm running her back to where she lives. Normally a quick half-hour drive from where I am. Anyway, we get to what would be about 10 minutes from her house. Massive traffic jam.
Oy.
Took me an hour to get her 3 miles back to her house.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, oh man, I was supposed to be at the photo shoot at 6 o'clock in the evening, and it's already 6 o'clock and I haven't even left for this hour-long drive to get up there. So I'm stressing out. I'm in my suit, which I don't normally wear. I'm all suited up. I've got another suit in a bag. I've got my bass in a bag as well in case they need that as a sort of prop or whatever. So I'm hacking it up the motorway to get to the town where this thing's taking place. I'm making up time, breaking the law all the way up there, but I'm trying to get there on time. I'm stressing out. And I get to this other town where the photo shoot's happening, and the whole place is gridlocked. The police have closed down the center of town, which is where the venue is that I'm trying to get to. So I'm like, I can't believe this. The guys in the band are messaging me saying, we don't know what's going on. The police have closed the main road. You're going to have to try and just park somewhere and walk the rest of the way. I'm like, oh man, right, okay. So managed to find a little parking space, but that was a residential area, and it was only free after 7 o'clock. You had to have a permit otherwise, and it was 10 to 7. So I sat in the car and waited till 7
No,
o'clock.
you did. I would have just leave the car.
Walked down to I thought, oh, sweet, it's quite near the venue. I know where I am. I know this town. I used to work there. So I'm like, oh yeah, I can cut through there. It's just a nice 5-minute walk. I'll be there. It's fine. Anyway, so I get opposite the venue. I can see it. It's just the other side of the road underneath this railway bridge. It's part of this old it's built underneath the railway bridge in sort of one of the arches. And I can see the place, and I'm just walking across the road towards it. Police officer stops me. She says, you can't go that way. I went, look, I've literally just got to get in that door there. She goes, no, you can't. And I was like, please, just, I'm really late. I really just need to be in there. She says, no, look, if you look up, you'll see why you can't go in there. So I look up and there's a dude on the bridge.
Oh shit.
Come on.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's hanging on. Oh, mate. He's hanging onto a lamppost on the top of this bridge over the edge kind of thing, threatening to jump off. Now, first thing first, if you're going to fucking do something like that, pick a decent height bridge. It's only
Fucking
about
slackers.
30
No one
feet
does
high.
anything right these days.
I mean, he jumps off that. Chances are he's just going to really bust himself up badly. He's not going to, unless he dives off head first with his arms by his sides.
I'm okay. It's just a broken leg.
It's like, mate, come on, you can't be serious. So I had to. It's freezing cold as well. It's really cold over here at the minute. And so I'm stood there, pillock. So there's a pub opposite. So I just went and sat in the pub. I phoned the guys and said, look, I'm not going to be able to get there until this dude either shits or gets off the pot. Do you know what I mean?
Sir, I don't mean to be rude, but could you please hurry?
Make up your mind.
But
Hey,
so I'm sitting there.
Some people got shit to do.
yeah, come on, man. Show some consideration.
Shit or get off the pot, buddy.
But so I'm sat in this pub and I'm kind of, I want to keep an eye on what's going on, but I don't want to see this guy jump. I don't need to see stuff like that.
That's understandable, yes.
I've never understood people that slow down and look at car accidents on the road, I don't want to see anything. I don't want to see nasty stuff that would give me nightmares. So I'm kind of glancing quickly out the window every now and then just to see if he's still up there and see what's going on. Anyway, it took about 45 minutes. Eventually, the police talked him down, took him away in an ambulance, and finally got into the photo shoot. But yeah, it was.
What time did you end up getting in there?
I was like 2 hours late.
Jeez.
Damn.
I could see all the camera flashes going off in the venue where they were.
That's like being in your house in your bedroom and watching your neighbors have a really cool party that you're not invited to.
Like, I'm supposed to be there.
And I'm kind of insecure anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's a good band, and I don't want to not be in it.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of they're going to decide they don't need me.
No.
Mate, I think if you miss a photo shoot, that's fine. Just don't miss the rehearsals.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, I think that would be a bigger issue. Like if they got rid of you over a photo shoot, they were getting rid of you regardless.
This is true. This is very true.
But this is like the beginning of the behind the music talk where they're like, one day we had a photo shoot and Bucks just, came in 2 hours late.
At the very beginning, we were quite worried that he wouldn't last. But the take home of this story is really that guy was a quitter. You know what I'm saying? Like he should have get off the pot. What a quitter!
Ridiculous.
That's funny.
Wasted time.
Quitter, what? Like the guy on the bridge?
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
That got dark.
That's what you call a terrible American joke.
Bucks, are you gonna have any London dates on your tour?
Yes, mate. Half Moon in Putney.
Half Moon in Putney. What date?
Give me 2 seconds.
We're making magic happen.
Yeah, this happens. We're facilitating. We're facilitating the gig right now. The gig is going to be that much better because Nana's going to be there. Nana going to be there with.
Okay, let's have a look.
Yeah, man. If I'm not working, because Putney's about 30-45 minute drive from me. So.
Oh yeah,
if
excellent.
I'm not
Oh
working,
mate, that'd be great, man.
And I'm in
That'd
the
be
country,
awesome.
then yeah, I'll definitely come and check it out.
Hang on, let me tell you. It's going to be the last week of April. Just waiting for the page to load up.
Yeah, John, because we got all the time in the world. You
man,
know?
looks at the internet. Yeah. You talk amongst yourselves.
I'm joking, man. I'm totally kidding with you. I'm all, yes, when is it? I can't even make the date. I'm like, when is it? I got to tell you.
23rd of April.
There it is.
Sweet. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Nice.
Great. See you, man. It'd be good.
That would be
man, it'd be definitely awesome. Take a picture together.
Oh, come on.
Before you turn into an A-list celebrity.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Back in the day, I knew this cat when he was just on a podcast. Yeah, John, I gotta tell you, man. I kind of told you this on Facebook, but I'm dead serious when I say this. I would never bullshit an artist. Like if I haven't listened to someone's music well enough to comment on it or something like that, I just won't say anything because I don't want to give anyone, like the false impression that I like it or I don't like it, right? Your music, because honestly I would listen to it anyway because you're my boy, of course, but the conversation that we had made me more interested about this particular band. And so I listened to the song, and then of course I watched the video, and I am not bullshitting you, John. This music is beautiful, dude. Yes. Like it's so, there's so much talent going on. I mean, Jamie Johnson has such a fantastic voice. I've actually fell down a rabbit hole. I wanted to see where he came from, so I was watching. I don't know how old he is. Do you know how old he is now?
He's 25.
Okay, so I watched something when he was around 19, where he was on The Voice. I guess, yeah. And so, I just kind of wanted to see what he was about. And it's crazy. Like, he's grown so much. Even then, he was a fantastic singer then, but he's grown so much. And his voice has gotten so much more like soulful and raspy and everything like that. But you guys come in and you accompany so beautifully, man. And if that's like, this is our first single and that's what the kind of music you're putting out, I will not bullshit you, John. I am so impressed. This music's fantastic. And I want to tell everyone about it, man. I will... Come to the States. I will be there. I promise.
With bells on.
Well, there's a
possibility. Come to Australia. I'll be there.
Look at that.
You got 4 people already. See how that works?
Thanks, guys. No, honestly, I really appreciate the support. Everyone's been so lovely, and everyone sort of bigging it up and sharing it and stuff. It means a lot, man. It really does.
That's dope.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
That's awesome. So Steven, how we know for a while there were some issues in your neck of the woods.
Yes,
how is it looking over there?
It's thankfully looking a lot better. We got to a point where in Canberra, where I live, we could see fires on the hills, and it was getting very, very worrisome, and we were in basically a state of emergency. But then this incredible and, dare I say, miraculous front of rain came through and put out most of the fires and allowed the firefighters to get the rest of them under control. And we're kind of out of the woods for now. It's very relieving, to say the least.
And what is the wildlife situation now?
There's still a terrible amount of loss, and there'll be ecosystems that can't come back. So, for instance, Queensland is one of the northern states on the east coast,
right?
And it's got a lot of rainforest areas, and rainforests, unlike other forests, don't grow back when they've been burnt. And those rainforests had never seen fire before, and a lot of them got burnt. So that there'll be things that we can't recover from, but I think, I really hope that the government and the emergency services have learned a lot from what's gone on, so that when it comes around next year to fire season, we'll be a little bit more prepared for it. But they're referring to it as Black Summer now, and I can see why, because it was very...
Yeah, it was horrendous.
It was, I think... Well, when we knew it was really extreme was New Year's Eve. We were at a New Year's Eve party just down the road from my place, sitting out the back, and it was so thick with smoke you could barely see the people in front of you, and it was just insane.
But that's just because weed became legal over there, right?
No, that didn't happen for another 31 days, mind you.
The damn devil's lettuce always causing a problem.
Kevin, let me tell you about that jazz cabbage, man. It's the devil, I'm telling you.
It was interesting though, because the day that it was legalized here happened to be one of the days where the smoke from the fires out to the west of us had blown over Canberra, so it just did look incredibly smoky. So we did get those jokes. Here's the day we got legalized in Canberra.
That's funny. How's that? Is it fully legal? Like, is it like a controlled substance? Not a controlled substance, but like, do they look at it like America does, where it's like, even though it's not it's not legalized federally here, is it there? Like, can you do it out in public, or is it something where you have to kind of keep it on the, like, you can't walk around like you're drunk, I assume, like you can't have a beer, you can't smoke in public, you know what I mean? Is it that kind of thing, or what are the laws like there in Australia? That was supposed to sound like English, by the way, Stephen. It just didn't for some reason. It was fine. It's called champagne.
So for the rest of Australia, apart from the ACT, the Australian Capital Territory, it's still completely illegal, controlled substance. there can be jail sentences for small amounts and whatnot. But for the past little while in Canberra, we've had it decriminalised, so you could possess an amount up to I think it was like 50 grams or something for personal use only. And although it was still illegal, they wouldn't charge you for it. They might issue you a warning, small fine or something. So now it's basically they've changed the decriminalisation laws to legal laws. So it's technically legal. You still can't buy it, sell it, possess over a certain amount. You can't do it in public. You have to be 18. Absolute zero tolerance on the driving policy. And they're not perfect laws by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a good jumping off point, and hopefully like one day in the future we'll have a retail model for it. And
that's what I was going to ask. So you still don't have any type of dispensary whatsoever, medical or recreational?
No, none whatsoever, unfortunately.
So
But,
Not legally anyway.
So if I may, so it's legalized, and I heard everything that you said, but it's something where it's like it's legalized, but you got to find it on your own. They're not giving you some place to.
Yeah, I guess you could say it's legalized with air quotes.
Yeah,
in a way. So you can grow, I think, up to 4 plants per household here now, but you can't have any lights or artificial grow systems. It basically has to be outside, and the way Australia is for a lot of the year, it's either going to be impacted by frost or burnt to a crisp by the sun.
So it's legal in the same way I can legally have $1 million tomorrow. If you get it, have them all.
You can work this out. You can facilitate this. It's all you.
You can have it. I'm like, oh, so I can quote unquote have $1 million.
I want to know what's the quality of weed like in Australia?
So I've had cannabis strains of the same quality that you guys get, and whenever one of those comes around, I go nuts for it. But Australian quality is your mid-grade, sort of slightly below average to slightly above average kind of stuff.
So,
and it's all they use a particular growth hormone to grow it over here that's not that great, so it doesn't taste that good, doesn't smell that good, but it does the trick.
Go ahead,
To
Nana.
be honest, I kind of feel like Australian weed is full of spiders.
That is the funniest thing
There's
ever.
definitely I can tell you that from experience.
Say that one more time, Stephen. What'd you say?
What was it that I said?
Yeah, what did you just repeat?
Sorry, I've been smoking my legal cannabis this morning.
So it's full of spiders and stony. That's good.
Okay.
I'm from Mississippi, bro. It's terrible here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The prices here are just extreme as well. So it's not too bad where we are. We pay about $10 a gram for the better stuff. But out west in Western Australia, it can cost you up to $450 an ounce.
Jeez,
What?
Dude.
That's well below average quality stuff too. So I don't understand how anyone's getting by out there.
Hey, your dealers are living the good life, boy.
Bruh, listen. They need to do Top Boy Australia.
That's why so many of them are getting caught, because they love to flash their cash and put gold rims on their utes and have gold
Gold rims on the ute.
Dude, pants? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to have to stop you for just a quick second because I think you just probably stumped, I would say, 3 of the 6 of us. Maybe not Kevin. I don't know. What is a ute?
A ute is a utility vehicle with so it's like a 2-seater, 3-seater cabin, maybe a 4-seater, and then they've got the tray out the back with the walls around it. So you guys, you'd probably just call it a truck.
Okay, that sounds.
So we say SUV, they say ute as a utility vehicle.
Yeah, utility vehicle. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well,
And
let me tell you something.
I just think in a buggy.
Now, let me just tell you something, guys. I'm from California, so weed here is like air. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we get it in sodas, we get it in edibles. So, gentlemen, close your eyes, make a wish, and count to 3.
Hold on. I just realized, 450, I'm guessing Australian dollars, is the equivalent to about £230.
I think the exchange rate is skewed the other way at the moment. I think $450 would be around maybe 600 pounds. I can't be sure. I can do it quickly, although obviously we don't have all the time in the world.
Don't you just feel dumb sometimes?
If someone was like,
rate is terrible. I think one of our dollars is worth 75 American cents. So, yeah.
I'm talking about UK money. I'm not talking about the dollar. $1.
So we've
Pound
got
sterling.
1 Australian dollar equals 0.51 pound sterling.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's twice. So yeah, that's $900 an ounce. £900 an ounce. Sorry.
Dude, I am like literally. If I went to the UK or Australia and they were just like, Steve, give me your $1, we'll give you 3 cents. I'd be like, that sounds right.
Sounds right to me. Sterling. What's with the sterling? Educate us, please.
Yeah, so obviously the UK money is pound sterling.
Pound sterling.
I've never heard
what is that?
before.
I'm sorry, I'm totally ignorant. What is that? What is that pertaining to? What is that a reference to? Pound sterling.
So, it's I don't even know how to explain it.
So it's money, bro.
It's money, but like I wouldn't say it's like the lowest like coin that we have, because we have 1p, 2p, 5p, 10p, 20p, 50p. Then it goes £1, then it goes £5 note, £10 note, £20 note, £50. So,
y'all money confusing.
That's
For real.
Kevin knows what's up.
What dimes and nickels and all that nonsense, isn't it? At least they've got numbers on them.
Bucks is like, fuck your dimes. That's hilarious.
What are the use of these pennies? 1 cent.
I don't understand the penny myself. I agree with you in that aspect.
The penny can go. We're wrong for that. It's fine.
So wait, Kevin, you're in Mississippi. You said Mississippi.
Yes.
Bro, what are you doing there?
I ask myself this question on a regular basis. It's not a good place.
Wow. What are you doing?
That's high praise.
Exactly.
If we really want to go on a rant,
you gotta come to Cali. Bro.
No. You know what? Let me put it like this: in my home state, it is still technically legal to fire a person or evict a person from their home for being gay. Meanwhile, my county is like 3 votes away from becoming a sanctuary city for the Second Amendment.
What
does that mean?
That's where I live.
So they can just have guns everywhere.
Oh yeah, complete open carry.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So they're focusing on the important stuff, is what you're saying. What the fuck, man?
Our former governor, who I refer to as Governor Hairspray, wanted to make the official
Governor
state
Hairspray.
book the Bible.
Oh, that makes total sense. You're in Mississippi, Jay.
Wow.
Anything you tell me, if they're just like, they let ducks preach sermons, I'll be like, yeah, it's Mississippi. What are you going to do? That makes total sense.
They didn't officially make slavery illegal till 2012.
Gee, get out of there.
Oh, wow.
Not even kidding. It was
What?
not written in the state constitution until 2012.
Do you have family there?
Was that?
Is your family there? Is that why you're staying?
Oh yeah, my entire family is here.
Oh, it's over.
You're glued to the family. Yeah. I totally understand that. That's why I haven't left Fresno.
No, fuck them. As soon as I got the money, I'm out.
Kevin's like, I'm like, fuck a family. You know what I'm saying?
But see, Mississippi is the type of place to be like, our family lives here. See, look at McKnight Road. I'd be like, oh, that they have their own world. Yeah, their whole family lives here.
We really do have my family really does have a road named after them.
Because of course they do.
Wow.
G.
What? Oh, that's
A
right.
road.
Yeah.
Yo, what's the nearest football team to Mississippi?
What's that?
Good question.
What's the nearest NFL team to you?
The New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
So I'm by proxy a Saints fan, even though I really don't care about football that much. But by proxy, I'm a Saints fan.
You watch football, G?
You talking to me?
No, I'm talking Kevin. Kevin, you watch football?
I do not. I don't care about football whatsoever. I don't.
That's cool.
I can't get
love
into
football,
it.
man.
You like? Do you
I
like?
love it.
Why do you watch that stuff, man?
What's wrong with it, though?
It's amazing.
Is it though?
Listen, like I play. I look. I'm getting on an age, innit, and I still play American football. I've been playing American football since 2011. I've been watching it since 2011. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just enjoy the speed, the action. Over here in the UK, like literally, it doesn't matter what size you are and what kind of level of fitness you are. Like, you can still play American football. And like, obviously, you know, we ain't peaked out here with a lot like elite athletes that are playing. Do you know what I mean? Our level is, I would say recreational, which you lot don't really have. Like in America, it's either high school play and then NFL. You lot don't really play your sports socially like we do over here.
No,
so
yeah, we don't.
It's just a fun thing to do. It gets you out of the house. You know, you train maybe 2 times a week. You play a match on a Sunday during the summer. You know, it's a nice vibe. You get me?
Bro, you also can get CTE, no biggie, on the summer break.
Listen, the rules have changed and the safety has changed. Like if you're wearing a decent enough helmet, yeah, you can
Come on, G.
You can fine, really.
Come on, G. If I run into a car,
right,
go ahead.
So you lot obviously say like CTE and helmets and stuff like American football, yeah. Yo, over here the Brits have been playing rugby with no helmets since like I don't know the 1600s, man.
Like G's too.
So,
but
you know what I mean. So,
when you don't,
this is the British equivalent to Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez, boy, I don't even know.
Jack the Ripper, mate.
That one.
It's funny because
that one.
Recently, my son was listening to a rapper, and I was like, Maj, that sounds like my friend Nana rapping right now. And it was a dude named Skepta. I said, he sounds just like that brother.
Well, aren't you from where Boyega's from?
Not really, you know. Boyega's like from Peckham areas. I'm basically from Croydon, innit?
Now, is Skepta from your area?
I think Skepta originally was, you know.
No. Sounds just like you, bruh.
No, Skepta's North London. And this is the craziest thing about London, yeah. Like, depending on where you're from in London, your accent and your dialects are a little bit different, innit? So I'm from South and he's from North. So some of the terminology and some of the little nuances of how he talks will just be a little bit different.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Like you and John sound nothing alike.
Nothing alike. Y'all should be on different planets. But they'd be like, no, we're right down the street. Like, what?
It's literally just across that stoplight over there.
Right now.
Well, remember, like when we first started interacting, I told you to Google and listen to like Manchester and Birmingham accents because, again, those are very different compared to London and other like southern areas of the UK's accent. Like their accent gets very interesting. So
try some Geordie accents.
Oh wow, yeah, Newcastle, yeah.
Yeah, from like the northeast.
Accents getting interesting. And that's why I always find it funny because a lot of people, like, when they hear London, you know, they think of the Cockney accent or the, like, very well spoken. Yeah. And, like, I always think to myself, like, when I go stateside, obviously, I talk the way I normally talk in it. So a lot of people don't actually clock that I'm English unless they have, like, a proper conversation with me. So it's I don't know. It's just one of those interesting things about totally London and the UK.
Let me ask you, as far as the accents go in that area, is yours a harder accent to understand? The reason I asked this question is that, do you remember that one time where you we were messaging each other and you were trying to get set up on an Apple on a MacBook and your girlfriend was there? And you were talking to me, and I'm like, yeah. And she literally says, he doesn't understand a word you're saying to him. Like, I'm trying, though. I'm trying. She's so great, man. She's so sweet.
And you know what's funny? Like, I always find it amusing that, like, Americans think we talk really fast. I don't think we do. Like, obviously, I'm hearing it, so I'm, like, used to it. But I don't think we talk that fast. I think we talk just as fast as you guys.
You do. I just think for us, we almost have to. At first, like when I was watching Top Boy, I had I had to put on the subtitles for like the first 2 episodes. Then all of a sudden, I started clocking it. But I could see how at first I'm like, they're jamming too fast. I can't hear what this. Then you just start getting used to it. You're like, okay, now I get it. But yeah, dude, if you just come in blasted, I'll be like, okay, I don't, what now? Who? Where are we going? Yeah. So yeah, you go. Y'all will go. But you're not from, so you're not from where Top Boy is either.
Nah, not exactly, no. I think Top Boy, I think, is representing more North London. So I think there was a scene in the new season, I think, oh no, maybe not the new season, I think it's season 2, isn't it? When they say they're gonna go pick up some drugs from Croydon. That's where I'm south.
Really, like, I'm not good at accents. I'm gonna tell you that right now. As you can hear, Dan knows how to do every accent known to man. Okay,
it's debatable. But
I can't do Australian.
Oh, sorry.
Do Australian.
I can't do Australian at all.
East London.
Oh, Top Boy's East London. Okay.
Yeah, I can't do an Australian accent.
East London.
You've done
the best I got as far as an Australian accent is crikey.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. That's impressive.
Better than I can do.
That's possible if you could just say crikey in a complete sentence like crikey, 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 crikey. You might be able to get by. It seems that the Australian accent is one of those ones that's really hard for people to pin down.
Seriously.
And we've had TV shows like the Good Place, where you're watching it. But even with Preacher, more relevant to this conversation. In Preacher, when they did the last season in Australia, it was so easy for us to go, oh, that's a British person playing an Australian person, or that's an American doing an Australian. Funny. Oh, that guy. So I think one of the only straight up Australian guys they had in there was that old man at the farmhouse with his chickens. And I think that was that one we actually noticed and went, oh, that's an actual legitimate Australian accent there. So
I know this is really niche-y, Stephen, but I'm sure you're going to know what I'm talking about. I'm sure John will too. Actually, I think maybe all of us. I don't know if you watch it, Nana, but I'm talking about when Tulip and Cassidy go into the police station and they're talking to the police officers behind the desk, and the lady's just going. Yeah. Is that like totally bogus?
That I'm pretty sure from memory that was an English person playing an Australian. So that I think the other guy that was in that scene was a proper Australian, but she was definitely not.
See, that's how our accent is so generic that there are actors that I've watched for years on TV. And then they pick up an award with an accent, and I'm like, oh, they have an English accent. Whereas you could tell, oh, that's not, I don't know.
I'm of the belief, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm of the belief that it's easier for non-Americans to imitate Americans than it is the other way around.
Really?
I think so, because really, what do we have as far as accents go? We've got, people say Californians have an accent.
I went to Georgia, and they're like, you're from California.
I don't know what it is though. It's weird, but that's just an ignorance from my traveling. Yeah. But but Kevin has an accent. We can hear like a southern drawl there. You know what I mean? Then you got like the Brooklyn accent.
I gotta argue that the only like true accent that you see is from like the deep South, because the further into Louisiana you go, the more it turns into French.
Right.
Oh, I didn't think.
Yeah, you start getting the Cajun accent, and then it just kind of goes full on French.
You're so right. That is very interesting. I never thought of that. Huh. Look at this smart fella.
I got a quick question for Stephen, and this might be very, it might only occur to me and him in it, but like growing up, I used to love watching Neighbours on Home and Away. Like, did you guys are straight actually like watch that as much as we did over here in the UK?
It kind of depends what kind of family you're in. Like, I was in the family. We watched British shows. We watched The Bill and Red Dwarf. That was our. But yeah, Neighbours and Home Away are quite popular over here. I don't actually know. I'm guessing it's extremely popular for you guys, but I can't bloody stand it. It's horrendous. My sister used to watch it. And every time she was watching it, if you even breathe in that room, she's like, "Shut up!" I'm watching. So I'd shoot back at her. I'd shoot back at her and say, "Oh, who's dying this week?" Because someone's dying. There's always people dying.
Yeah, I used to like growing up, literally in weekday evenings, like just before EastEnders, you would watch Neighbours or Home and Away, and
Yeah,
it was just
wow.
really nice because compared to like the British soaps, they actually had more fun and like happiness compared to what we got. Everything was always super bleak, and you say like someone was gonna die in their show. We probably had like 2-3 people die in an episode. It was just always crazy.
Yeah, at least they were dying in the sunshine on Neighbours.
Exactly.
Instead of the fog, the overcast. That is so. But it's funny because, like, out of England, there's many stars I could name. Out of Australia, we got Hugh Jackman, and we have
Nicole Kidman.
We got a few people.
Keith Urban.
But out of
as long as you don't say Russell Crowe, because he's technically not one of ours.
How does that work?
He's not claiming him.
Now, but
he's an undercover Kiwi.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But we kind of adopted him because I guess the industry didn't really know where New Zealand was.
I did not know that.
What about the lovely Olivia Newton-John?
She's from Australia.
She's Australian.
She's Australian. I did not know that.
Oh yeah.
You don't got Holly Valance as well, innit?
I remember that name. Who was she again? Oh, she was a singer.
She was like in Neighbours originally, and then she turned into like she did singing. I think she had like one big song, faded into obscurity.
I'm pretty sure she was authentic Australian. I could actually tell you guys one person who you might not have guessed was Australian. They did that live action Alice in Wonderland. And the woman that played Alice was born in Canberra and went to school with one of my good mates.
I've seen her in a few different movies.
Yeah, I wouldn't guess that she's Australian, but she definitely is.
Kylie Minogue.
Kylie Minogue is Australian?
Yeah, Kylie Minogue.
Yeah.
She's Australian.
Yeah, definitely Australian.
And
Guy Pearce was on Neighbours as well, wasn't he? He came out that.
Guy Pearce is
think
Australian?
so, yeah.
I would never have guessed that.
And see, I'm saying all this because who came out of Mississippi, Kevin?
Why you gotta make Kevin feel bad?
No, I'm just wondering.
No. Morgan Freeman, Danny Glover.
Okay, those are two solids.
That's solid.
We got a couple rappers. I mean, we got David Banner.
Is he a rapper?
Dogg. Snoop Dogg don't claim us at all.
Snoop Dogg ain't from no Mississippi.
Yes, he is. He was born right in Magnolia, Mississippi.
It's crazy that Snoop Dogg's come up twice in this podcast so
That
far.
is so crazy.
See, you guys know Favaun, right?
Yeah.
She went to school with Snoop.
No way.
What?
Sure did. Yeah.
That's crazy.
She actually turned him on to weed. I don't know if you know that or not. I don't know.
So wait, Russell. So we're talking about God himself came out of Mississippi.
Who?
Morgan Freeman, God himself.
Just talking about Mark Harlick there for a second.
But Danny Glover doesn't sound like he did.
Yeah, he's one of those kind of like me who doesn't necessarily have the deep Southern accent. Mine comes out a lot more when I'm drinking. I would assume the same could be said for him because we can't get rid of it.
You have a deep Southern accent to me.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty deep.
You have a Southern accent, bro.
What's crazy is my entire life I've been told that I sound like I'm from up north.
Really?
Like by people from around here. Yeah.
So then, okay, let's go back to Morgan Freeman. Does he have an accent? I don't hear it.
I don't hear it at all.
I guess you could say. I don't know. He doesn't.
He doesn't have one.
To be fair, Morgan Freeman's been 78 for 47 years.
This is true.
So
This is true. I don't even know if he's real anymore. That's weird. He's like him and Keith Richards and Betty White.
Dude, they are just alive forever.
Yeah.
That's what I was, because I think Mississippi only shot, so that means Snoop, Danny Glover, Morgan Freeman. That's pretty much the size of it.
Pretty much.
Well, then you need to blow up, Kevin. It's time, bro. You need to be the person they make a
like
statue of.
I'm entirely too many contradictions to blow up around here safely.
You know what? You're freaking right, dude.
You need to relocate, then you can blow up. That's
Come
all.
to California, bro.
We have great weed.
I just have to do the little.
I know. I get some of y'all weed.
Oprah's from Mississippi.
Was that?
Seen online that Oprah's from Mississippi.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about Oprah.
Wait a
Yeah, you
minute.
got Oprah.
Oprah's from Mississippi?
Yes, she
Wow.
is.
Yeah.
Well, that pretty much beats Minnie. I need to just
the
be
only
quiet
one with
now.
a billion behind her.
Gee, she's a billionaire from Miss M.I. Crooked Letter, huh?
That poor
But
lady,
again,
that poor lady has a
like the
bunion,
rest
bro.
of them, they don't really claim us.
Yeah, once you leave, you're like, where were you born? I don't know. Someplace.
They found me in the woods somewhere. I don't know.
Somewhere, some swamp. Who cares?
But is it a struggle to live there for you, Kevin, or is it pretty much like you've got it down pat day to day?
I mean, I've been here my whole life, so I kind of navigate my way through. Not a big deal, but you do see like some ignorant stuff on the regular basis. And for whatever reason, after Katrina, my town started getting really bad. So there's a lot more crime than there used to be.
That sounds fun.
This sounds fun.
It's getting happier as you go.
Oh, it's exciting, guys.
The next thing you
It's
know, you're
exciting.
like, and my dog died yesterday. I'll be like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and
Mississippi. It just keeps getting better and better.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's time to hope. Well, you said you're saving up to move. Where are you thinking about moving, man?
I don't know, man. I've got some people in Colorado. I've got some people in California. So got a couple options. If at worst case scenario, I could go to Texas, but that's still too far south.
That seems isn't that kind of a lateral move?
Yeah.
It is, but it's a little. You would be surprised how much things change as soon as you cross this state line. Mississippi is forever 20 years behind everywhere else.
I believe it, but if I got dropped in the middle of the woods and then got a text message saying you're in Texas, I'd still be scared out of my mind. I'd be like, get me
it's still
out.
Texas, yeah.
Exactly. But the thing is, though, Colorado, if you don't like standing out in Mississippi, I don't know if you won't stand out in Colorado.
I've been to Colorado one time. We went through an area called Vail, and I swear I was the only black person within a 10-mile radius.
What's the name of this place?
Vail?
Vale or Thale? TH or V?
V.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Vail, Colorado.
Wow.
Like, dude, I think that's going to be everywhere you go in Colorado. You're going to be the only one. Which kind of gives you a lot of game, because no matter what you do, and they were like, hey, you see that new dude that walked? Oh, you mean the black guy down the street? Yeah. I'll be like, yeah, I saw him. Yeah.
You'll be able to find me on the map.
Dude, you are going to clean up if
There
you
he
go to,
is.
dude, you're going to clean up if you go to Colorado.
Oh, what a treat. We got the town black guy here.
Look who just walked in. I'm guessing you're
Morning,
Kevin.
That's fucking hilarious.
All right.
Or I could just pull a 180 and turn Uncle Ruckus.
Oh,
Niggas.
dude, don't do it. You know how disappointing. If I tweet you like I always do, and you're just like, I don't know, this Trump fella seems. I'll be like, oh no, he's done it. He wants to fit in.
That's how you know I've been kidnapped in hell.
I'm like, someone stole his phone. All right, fellas. I guess we went overtime. People, this was so much fun, guys.
We got to go overtime.
no.
We got to go overtime for our friends overseas because they've stayed up late to talk
Yeah,
to us.
so
We had to give them a little
do
something,
it.
something. You know what I mean?
Hey, I didn't stay up late. It's just past midday here. You got me right at the perfect time. I'm in the sweet spot. You guys are out of your depths.
Yeah, what it's because it's Sunday there, right? I guess it's Sunday. It's Sunday everywhere over there. You're just like way ahead.
We're living in the future.
That's crazy.
That is living in the future.
When you listen to Heroes of Noise, you talk to people in the motherfucking future. Do you understand, ladies and gentlemen? That's why episode 101 is going to be that much better. It's because we're fucking awesome. We can fucking travel time. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. Just listen just a second. Let me holler at you, all right?
Yes.
There have been 100 episodes of Heroes of Noise.
Gee.
Okay, I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but I am proud of that because this is something that we've been working for a while. It happens. What they say, time flies when you're having fun,
When you're
right?
having fun.
I've been having a fucking blast. Guys, we have another 100 coming easily. Like, we're going to be around forever. It's going to be hard to get rid of us. But I want to tell you guys right now, the 4 gentlemen that we're talking to right now took time out of their day. Everyone took time out of their day, but these guys stayed up late, except for bragging Steven, of course.
Of course not, yeah.
Him and his legal weed and shit like that, you know? But still, guys, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure talking to you guys, having you on, even just in the form of like Facebook messaging or whatever. It's always a pleasure. Nana, I can't wait to see you, dude. We're gonna indulge in something next week. I don't know what, but like, I'm gonna buy you a drink, or we'll go out to dinner. We'll do something. We're gonna be walking around the mean streets of Chicago, my friend.
I'm so excited for that. Look, yo, Steve, man, just book a flight.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I really should. I'm going to listen. The next time maybe I'll visit you instead. I'll visit you and Johnny Bucks in one fell swoop and then jam over to Australia.
Oh, hell yeah.
That'll make up for it.
Boom.
Definitely.
I don't even know how far the Australia is.
I know, you're just talking out of it. Steve's talking out of his
How
ass.
far? Because I'll get to Bucks' house and I'll be like, so I'm about to, jog over to, Nana's house. He'll be like, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't live on one street here.
It's like we're going to Chicago because it's more of a leftover army thing. You know what I mean? We're going over there and everyone's congregating there. But I would think that hopefully one of these days, I would like to hope that one of these days we can do some shit around here. Maybe maybe a WonderCon where everyone meets up and we got people coming to visit us. We got friends. We're talking to them right now.
HeroCon. Hold on. I just want to say, you guys have Vegas around the corner. Let's do Vegas.
Oh, dude.
He likes Vegas. That's right.
You do like Vegas, don't you?
Heroes of One Night.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck a con. Let's go to Vegas.
We should all meet up in Vegas.
But hey, if you go Vegas, you can't record a podcast because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
This is very true.
I see what you did.
We've got some logistics that we need to work
you
out.
do it in New Orleans because what happens in New Orleans ends up on the internet.
That's true.
That's true. Now, before we get, I'm not going to put you on the spot, Dan.
Yeah.
But I am.
All right.
Steven's last name.
Samara Wickrama.
Oh, you got it perfect.
That was really good, dude.
I mean, I heard him say it, so I just retained the information.
While, and you've drunk a few.
I have drunk a few.
Drunk a few?
I think it's drunk.
Or drink.
I think I'm drunk a little bit.
A little bit.
I got a little buzz. I'm not drunk.
If you're drunk, then you're closer to what Australians are on a regular basis, so it's easier to say things.
Wow.
Alcohol. That's water.
That sounds good, dude. That was a really good accent right there.
Oh, thanks. You're just very complimentary, Steven. That's why I love you, man.
Absolutely. Love you, too. I had a great time doing the 100th. Now, before we let y'all go, I know is there anything, even if it's just your Twitter account, however you want to go
your
down
social
the line.
meds.
Yes, however you want to go down the line. Each of you pump up the thing that you have going on. Johnny Bucks, we already know what's going on, but if you want to give the listeners a way to listen to your music.
Go to www.thelucky13s.com.
I love that name.
It's such a good name.
And Facebook, all the socials, Instagram. Look out, Jamie Johnson, Lucky 13s coming at ya.
John, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yep.
Hate to put you on the spot, so no is a fine answer, and I understand there might be reasons why. Would you have any objection to me tagging that song at the end of the show?
Not at all, mate. I'd love that. I'd be honored.
All right, so we're not getting off just yet, but stick around after the outro. You're gonna hear some Jamie Johnson and the Lucky 13s, a song called "Breathe." I fucking love this song. I'm serious, so I'm more than happy to play this song for you.
Absolutely.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Thank you very much.
Well, of course, man. Of course.
Brother Steven.
And can I say
go
before I go?
Yeah.
I just want to sort of thank you guys really for the 100 shows and everything that you've done for us as a community and bringing us all together.
Oh, well.
It's I've been there from pretty much the beginning, and it's been amazing to see how you guys have sort of grown and developed as podcasters, and you've kind of opened up and let us sort of share sometimes too intimate parts of your lives with the rest of us.
Look, I talked about masturbating one time. Let it go.
Everyone here is we're all here for a reason, and that's you guys. None of us would be talking now. This wonderful community wouldn't have developed without you two. So thank you very, very much. And here's to another 100.
Thanks for the kind words, John.
Brother Steven, what do you got going for you? Got a Facebook if you want to hit him up with, if you want to do the Twitter, if you got a show coming out, if you sing, do you tap dance?
Maybe a viral Instagram video, something?
No big deal.
I guess I've always got potentially the next viral Instagram video somewhere in the works, but I don't have much to plug. If you like my posts in the Facebook group, come and have a chat, or you can add me and I'll give you access to my secret Instagram profile. But apart from that, nothing to plug except my Australian accent and my good nature.
And your good looks, rugged good looks, man. Come on now.
I got to tell you, Steven, seriously, you are honestly one of the most positive people that I've ever come across.
Absolutely.
And that really, really shows through in your posts and things like that. And I wish if Gail was here, she would be right here because she just loves your energy. You know what I mean? She's constantly talking about how much she loves your energy and how you're able to keep, you know, especially recently with all the fires and everything like that, you're just able to keep this fantastic attitude. You're so complimentary to people and everything like that, man. And that's just something special that I wanted to point out to you.
Oh, cheers, mate. That's pretty much the Aussie way to try and be upbeat, even though everything's burning around us. But yeah, it's good to be a part of the community. I've been saying for a while now that I think it's one of the safest, most friendly places on the entire internet, and this podcast has quickly become my favorite out of all the podcasts that I listen to. And I'll be along for the next 100, the next 1,000, whatever you do.
Oh, thank you, man.
Thank you so much, brother. Brother Kevin from Mississippi, what you got to plug?
I got nothing to plug but my Twitter, M_F_Ninja. I talk shit, y'all. That's
So wait a minute. You have nothing.
That's all I got to plug.
You have nothing to plug since the last time we
to be here with the Heroes of Noise. Just so many thanks for you guys putting in the work that you do. Your podcast makes the listener feel like they're a part of the conversation, and that's what I love about you guys. It feels like a community.
Appreciate that, man.
Thank you, man. Kind words.
I find it interesting that you have nothing to plug since the last time we talked. I find it interesting.
Hey, now.
What I'm saying is I find it interesting because
I'm just saying I needed to get a little bit more sober before I did that.
I find it interesting.
Hey, in all seriousness, congratulations on your sobriety, man. I mean, like, I know that it's something that you're just kind of, you know, we had the conversation prior, so I don't want to like do it under like any weird context or anything like that. But this is the fact that you're able just to kind of like make yourself live a little more healthy and everything like that. Kudos on you, man. Good for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, don't congratulate too much. I still smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah, we don't count. We don't count.
No big deal. No big deal. Yeah, so we're looking forward to the podcast and on to.
By the way, if you ever need in all seriousness, Kevin, if you ever need any help with any kind of like production or just getting when you do this, we'll let you announce it. But if you do this and when it's time, hit me up and I can definitely help you get off the ground.
Oh, thank you, bro.
No, my pleasure, man. That's what I'm here for.
And we're gonna end it off with the man
with our bruv.
Our bruv with Nana Pratt. What you got to pump? I know you got a bunch of stuff going on, bruh.
Yeah, so obviously I also run a pop culture podcast, Blurs Are Us. You can find out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud. Also in the same feed, like I mentioned earlier, we have a much shorter episode, about 30 minutes doing the Ghibli reviews. Obviously, we have a Facebook page. You can search us on Facebook, Blurs Are Us. We're also on Instagram. We're on Twitter. My personal Twitter handle is Ace of Fun. For anyone that is in the community that, decide we're not sure whether to come to C2E2 this year, on my personal Snapchat, Ace of Fun, I will be Snapchatting my adventure at C2E2 and taking loads of pictures, loads of videos to kind of like show what the experience is, so that, if you're feeling nervous, anxious, you can have a look and see what we get up to and, see if that's for you. And hopefully you will decide to come to C2E2 in 2021. So Ace of Fun or Blurs Are Us, search for that and pretty much you will find me on any of those platforms.
One last question for you, Ace. Are you going to be karaokeing on Friday?
Oh, hell yeah. I just need to find my song.
I'm just saying, man, if you want to be Killer Mike, I'll be LP. We could run the jewels up in that bitch. I'm just letting you know.
That would be dope.
I'm just letting you know. Practice Run the Jewels. The song Run the Jewels, and you and me are going to fuck that song up. We're going to kill Chicago. He's like,
I'm going to start learning. Was it Run the Jewels?
He's like, what is Run the Jewels? Run the Jewels, Run the Jewels. You got some work to do, man. Don't worry. Anyway, I'm just kidding around, man. I can't wait to karaoke. Me and Nana are going to do a duet. I don't know what. Maybe like a Yamo Be There or some shit like that. I don't know what, but it's coming.
There's no way they know what that is.
Is ebony and ivory acceptable?
Ooh. Well, I am part Irish now.
You are?
If you're going to do it, you got to do Summer Loving from Greece.
Oh God, yes.
Only if I can be Olivia.
As long as you wear a wig.
There we go.
Oh, dear.
All right, fellas, we love y'all. Thanks for coming through.
Love
Yes.
you too, man. Love you
No
too.
worries.
Appreciate you.
Cheers, guys.
All right, you guys are all the fucking best. We will talk to you soon. Peace, you guys.
Catch you later.
All right.
Deuces.
All right, be good. We'll talk to you later. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess that's it.
Holy
We
cow,
did it.
dude. We did.
You know, next year we're going to need more time.
Yes.
You got to prepare.
We only did 4 hours today.
Yeah, just a little under, actually.
That's not.
I think next year, if things go the way I think they're going to go, bro, I think we're going to end up doing a good 5-6 hours.
Marathon.
You best be ready.
Yo, dude, come on. I could have done 5 or 6 today.
Yeah? Yeah. But you're not drinking, though.
No.
That's good. You
Because
stop.
I was about to get some coffee.
Not that you need to drink. I'm just saying.
I was literally going to get some coffee until before you made the call and was just like, we'll do an hour. I was like, oh, then I don't need coffee. I thought we were going to just go.
That's okay. It's all right.
All right.
But
it was fun.
It was fun.
100.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. Again, we're going to have 100 more easily. That's already in the can. We got them. We got them. We're just going to release them. We already have them under our belt and shit. We're talking about movies that aren't even out yet. That's how good we are. We are the heroes of noise. The guy that I'm looking at, and I can say this time, I'm looking right at him. He's got a big beard now. Looking good, man. You got that Rick James Tour shirt on. That's some dope shit, too. That's Steve Hudson over there, guys. That's my partner in crime right there. He's my co-host. He's the only guy that I were ever going to... If he leaves, Heroes of Noise goes away. So you can't leave. You know that, right?
No, recently dead, apparently, too.
That's true. Back from the fucking dead. Steve Hudson. That's crazy. So yeah, if you're catching this late, don't worry, your boy Steve's still alive. Yes. It was just a little bit of a fiasco during his death.
Fiasco.
That's right. My name is Dan Ramirez. I'm the other half of this gig, and I'm happy to be here with you. We'll talk to you soon. There is not going to be a show next week because I'm going to be in Chicago. So I'll probably bring back a show or something like that, or maybe I'll throw something on the Patreon page. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'll just say this one thing. If you want to get a hold of the show, hit us up at heroesofnoisepodcast@gmail.com. You can go to www.heroesofnoisepodcast. No. Well, actually, you can, but just make it Heroes of Noise. www.heroesofnoise.com and say hi. Leave a voicemail. Listen to these wonderful people. These people everyone that we've talked to, you can subscribe to their shows from there. You can, listen to The Word. There's all kinds of shit. Buy a shirt. Do something. The holidays are coming up. That's it for me. It's been a blast. I cannot believe we got it through 100. I can't believe we got through 100, bro. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. Jeez. But enough of that. We are out. This is the end of the show. We will talk to you soon. People, be good, all right? Be good to yourselves, in fact. Be good to the people around you. Peace. And just like that, it's over, folks. Episode 100 is come and gone, but don't fret. Like I said, there's going to be a lot more coming from us, but we're not even done with this episode yet. We have some talent for you guys. You see, the Heroes of Noise podcast community is full of talented people. We're going to showcase a couple of them today. So first up, you just heard him right now, Johnny Bucks. He's got a band. They're going to blow up pretty soon, so you guys might as well get on board while you can. This is Jamie Johnson and the Lucky 13s with their first single off of their, I don't know if it's going to be an album or if it's going to be an EP or what, but they're coming, folks. So check them out. This is Breathe by Jamie Johnson and the Lucky 13s. Check it out.
And my dreams can be decided. I'll tell you I'm sober. Can't stay away from the dream. I'll keep on fighting to stand right there by me. They say it comes to those who wait, but I don't agree. Yeah. I said breathe, breathe on me. We can watch the sun go down over the sea. Stop holding me. I love you, darling. Why can't you see? We work hard in silence. Let the world see success. We're just doing what we're doing, baby, baby, baby. 'Cause we do it best. These hearts, they align me. Everything is decided.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got one more for you, okay? This is another member of the Heroes of Noise podcast community, longtime listener, all-around good guy. His name's Jonathan Root, and he's got an album out called The Last Picture Show that came out in 2019. He was the guy you heard at the top of the show. He left that lovely message for us. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate it, man. So we're going to go ahead and play a song for him, too, because you know what? We need to showcase talent. People just don't do that enough anymore. This song is called Threadbare, and again, it's off of The Last Picture Show. And of course, if you like what you hear, check out the show notes. The links are there. You can buy this music, okay? That's for the Lucky 13s as well as Jonathan Root. This is the last time you're going to hear my voice on this episode. So again, thank you very much for listening to episode 100. We love you guys, and we will be back very soon. Peace.
Stay bloody.